really frustrating me today.
Bet.
Neighbor saw the hand.
Fold. Fold.
That's how it's supposed to be? Well, I'm much more frustrated about my gameplay. Slip. Okay, look. Holy shit, this is actually so hard! What the fuck? Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Fuck. No, I blundered my queen. Oh. We need more females in Poland, that too. There's new God damn it. I'm gonna mess up her name. What, how do I pronounce her name? I'm gonna nickname her Sana. I'm nicknaming her Sana. Cause I cannot pronounce the first part of her name, so it's gonna be Sana. I can pronounce Sana. That's about it. New Chisana. Okay, New Chisana. Yeah, New Chisana. She actually looks a lot like Pokey too. It's pretty cool. 3 cloves of garlic. You really think we should use 3? I've got 2. I have 2 cloves of garlic, and these are kind of like chunky garlics, so I think this is enough. Hey Kevin, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So I think this is going to be enough. Like, I don't know if we really need that many. Like 3 cloves of garlic sounds a little extreme. These are huge. No, but for real, these are huge. I mean, wait, 3 cloves. Is 3 cloves 3 of the little ones or 3 of the big ones? Oh! Oh, that makes so much more sense. Oh, it's the 3 little ones. Oh, this chest. Checkers, I guess. Checkers. It's a... Yeah, maybe let's... Alright, hello everyone. Hope you guys are all having an awesome start to your Christmas season. We have Katsko in the background as well, not as always, but he's being a little cutie patootie today, so he's here. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing really well. Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrated on the 24th. I do celebrate it on the 24th, so Merry Christmas. And there's nothing wrong with also singing it both days, so we'll be wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas for tomorrow as well. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Gary, I hope you're ready. I hope you guys are ready for all the Christmas jokes, because today we have a very special event. One sub does equal one Christmas joke. So I do hope you are all preparing your ears for today's wonderful event. Thank you very much, Gary. And thank you so much, Slipster, for the 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful Christmas time, whether it's by yourself or with family or, you know, whatever it is that you might be doing. I hope you're enjoying. And thank you so much, Christian Haney, for the tier 3. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Tier 3, thank you so much for the 4 months. I super duper appreciate it. That reminds me. Oh my gosh. If you guys are thinking about subbing before the end of the year, I would just say I would appreciate so much, because I am going for plus level 2, which means I would get a 30%, sorry, I would get a 70% split with Twitch, which would be such a big deal. So if anybody has been thinking about that tier 1 sub at some point during this year, I would really appreciate it. Bonus points if you get tier 3 like Christian, because that does count for like 6 points, so it's insane. Thank you so much, Unculture, for the tier 1. I appreciate it. 29 months. Welcome back. And thank you so much, Husk, for the prime as well. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, Uncultured is on a 300 stream streak. That is crazy. And Con Halias, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciated you all. You'll gift it. Why are Christmas trees better than men? They stay up longer, its balls are cute, and they look good with the lights on. I'm not 100% sure I got that one, but all right. I give out some pretty bad jokes too, so, you know, yeah. Hey, Sad Megan, thank you so much for the 21 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you. One second. That joke is not family friendly. Yep. That is true. There's a lot of not too family-friendly jokes. Oh, my Christmas music is... I hope you guys are ready for some lo-fi Christmas vibes. Yes, I hope you guys have a happy holiday as well. If you want to say a joke, you can say it. There's just no guarantee that we will let it slide. There is a very real chance that you might get... I'm joking. I don't know how the mods are feeling today, so, you know, say your own jokes at your own risk, okay? Yo, thank you so much, DS Jim, for the prime. Welcome back to your 21st month. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. I don't know if my humor is the best thing, but, like, you also might just get auto-modded. This is true. We do have to have our security settings pretty high. But Merry Christmas, everyone! Okay. What's the Grinch's least favorite band? The Who. This might be a very niche joke for those of you guys who have actually watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas or whatever that film is. I honestly have not personally finished the film, but even I know who the Who is. And I know also who the Who is from the band, the 80s band, 90s band. Actually, I don't even know. Horton Hear the Who is actually unrelated, I believe. Not related. No, it's like 2 hours, the film, the one that won an Oscars or something. Yo, I am James. Thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Cindy Lou Who, yes. Not to reveal anything, but I'm totally gonna dox it that tomorrow my outfit is Cindy Lou Who. So I'm excited. They won Oscars for makeup. That makes sense. Back in the day. All right, got another joke here. Huh. What did Adam say on the day before Christmas? Oh, the Who started in the 60s? Wow, that's crazy. It's Christmas Eve. Get it? Because Adam and Eve. Merry Christmas, y'all. Bruh. Yep. You're welcome. How can you prove that Santa is real? Because you can always sense his presence. I did. I got the card. It's actually sitting right there, but it has your address on it, so I'm gonna open it a little bit later. But thank you so much, Invalid. Thank you, Toaster. Hello, Gamantaka. Hello. Yeah, I realized that opening P.O. Box things on stream is not the best idea because even though it doesn't dox me, it doxes the person who sent it. So yeah, we'll open it and I'll react to it. Probably on Discord though. But Merry Christmas, everyone. Why is it getting harder to buy advent calendars, guys? Because their days are numbered. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed some jokes to start off the stream. I think I still owe a bunch more. One sub today is one joke, so we're gonna be throwing out jokes left and right. And we're also going to be starting a tournament for all of you guys. So we're gonna do a little club arena over here. And this is gonna be my Christmas arena. It is going to be rated, I think. Wait, let me look up. You missed your Christmas jokes? Hell yeah. A P.O. box is just something that everyone can send things to, but like, you don't have to... You don't have to send anything. It's just like a place to receive stuff. Okay, 1:30. And this week's, yeah, it's like the post office. It literally is the post office. It's just I have rented a little box at the post office. That's literally it. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And then also, so for this week, we're not going to be super strict about this, but I want to see Christmas tree style pawn structures, okay? So I want good pawn chains. I'm going to give you guys an example. I'll make this arena first so everybody can join, and then mods can add it to the title and stuff. There's going to be 5 chess.com memberships. 3 are going to go to first, second, and third, and then the next 2 are going to be given out randomly. You have to play at least 7 games in order to qualify. Hey, Tap Dancer, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 9th month. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. So any like fun little, you know, pawn structure, we're going to give you credit for. If you play something like the London, it's going to be dismissed. So like this is, for example, a fun little pawn structure, you know? Look at that. Look at this fun little pawn structure. Another fun little pawn structure, for example, would be if you play, we'll play like, oh, I guess the London kind of counts. The London actually counts for this. Sorry, I take it back. The London does count. The London gives you a little Christmas tree. Yeah, this is fine. I don't even really know how you play the London. This gives you a little Christmas tree. This counts. Anything like that's a fun pawn structure. Fianchettos are not cool enough. in my opinion. But if you play something that's like this is the close Sicilian. If you play something like this, we can count it. This is like a little snowy top. Yeah, stuff like this. The Coley system counts. Like, I'm just looking for pawn structures that are a little bit more, you know, exciting. Not something that is so dry. Like, don't give me, for once, this is the only time I'm gonna say it, don't give me the Spanish. Don't give me the Spanish. There's no structure to this. Please justify in description. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, fun pawn structures. And I just want it to look like the more you can justify it, the write-up counts. The more that you can be like, okay, this looks like a Christmas tree, so therefore. Or this looks like an, I don't know, like ruffles, that counts. This looks like a snowy hilltop, that counts. I'm trying to think what the Catalan pawn structure looks like, and in my head, I guess it counts if you're playing black, but if you're playing white, I don't think it's that cool. Yeah, I want to see those essays, guys. I want to see those essay skills. I want to see some fun. I more just want to see some fun pawn structures. So if you have a really, really fun pawn structure, it should be a really good time. But yeah, Stonewall can count. Stonewall is an interesting pawn structure. I 100% agree. That's the one that goes something like, I don't even actually fully know what the Stonewall is, but yeah, educate me, chat. Whatever you want to play, Stonewall is something that looks like this. This is like a Stonewall. You said Pringles instead of Ruffles? Yeah, Pringles is not quite the same. Can you berserk? I don't really know what that means in a chess context, but this should be the arena. Everyone is welcome to join. And then I will not be playing in the arena, but I'm gonna let you all have fun and play. The Philidor does not count. The Philidor is a very boring opening. I'm sorry. It's a very, 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 very boring structure. And if you are making a chess.com account, make sure you sign up using my link. The cow does not count because, like, the cow just is not a great... You're getting absolutely nowhere with your pawn structure in the cow, right? This is a mound. We want mountains. We want trees. We want something a little bit more exciting than a freaking mound. I don't want a mound. Yeah, you can say that to Anna. I'm telling Anna that her goddarn opening is a mound, not a mountain. I want a mountain. The cow is literally just a mound. So, like, give me something that's a little bit more, with a little bit more oomph. Yeah, but it should be a good time. Katsko is just chilling in the back, taking a shower. Taking a big shower. But yeah, Caro is not that. No, I don't think Caro is very valid. Look, if you're able to justify it because you played an interesting opening, I'm down to hear it. But for the most part, I don't know if that's something. The Caro is not really an exciting opening. When it comes to pawn structures, but if you can find an interesting pawn structure to play in the Caro, like, that would make it a lot better. So yeah, the arena starts in 11 minutes. If anybody has any other ideas for openings, feel free to suggest them. But in the meantime, why don't snowmen get married? Because they always get cold feet. The Leningrad Dutch does sound right. I mean, once again, I don't know all of these opening structures off the top of my head. So, you know, however, I'm sure that if you have an opening in mind and you're able to come up with some type of justification for it, it's going to be fine. Okay, I can't, like, list every single opening off the top of my head, but yeah. I mean, they always get cold feet. What do you want me to say? Here's another one. What do you call a snowman's dog? A slush puppy! ba, ba. Yeah. Not a husky, a slush puppy. Oh. What was Santa's favorite subject in school? Chemistry! You're welcome. Maybe we can take out the little brackets so that people can just click on the link, because it might be a little hard. Otherwise, thanks, I hate it. Aww. That's very unfortunate. Don't hate my jokes. Chemistry is a pretty good one. I don't know about you. But yeah, it should be a good time. And then... Thanks, Kevin. Also, there was something else I needed to do. Alright, maybe not. I'm trying to find my... Okay, here it is. I figured it out. Bum bum bum. We are using Moobot, right? Okay, here we go. I just like searched the web and I have a bunch of these stocked up, but also I'm a big fan of random jokes. Okay, maybe this works now? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Cool. Yo, Gliver! Thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 44th month. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Hell yeah. And once again, there's 5 chess.com diamonds being given out. So if you guys would like to participate, the top 3 do earn 1. And then 2 random people also just randomly get given 1. However, you have to play at least 7 games. So, happy holidays! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! I hope you guys are all having a good one. We're going to be streaming today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Nemo's Coliseum. And I also wanted to announce, or actually rather ask for ideas. Going into next year, I'm planning on revamping a lot of our community events. And not because you guys haven't enjoyed them, but because I want to give more out to you all. So right now we're giving out chess.com diamond memberships, we're giving out subs for prizes, we're giving out you know, we're giving out $50 every other week for Flex Fridays. But in the spirit of making things more community events, I want to make it like a series. I want to give it a leaderboard. So the idea is that you get rewarded the more often you participate, not necessarily just like, you know, because right now I feel like it's a little harder. It's a little harder sometimes for people who are not super familiar to get prizes. So it should be fun. Flex Friday is not canceled. I just want to make it into a leaderboard. So we're going to do monthly prizes. And these can be in the form of like yearly, annual chess.com diamond memberships, or like a signed Neo chessboard, which is like, you know, $500. I actually have no idea how much chess.com diamond memberships are, but it's going to be like, I want to just make it have, I don't know, bigger stakes, I guess, in a way. So if anybody has any ideas for prizes, we can do wheel spins. Everybody loves wheel spins. It's like Formula 1, but it's the Nemo series. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's a lot of fun. And if anybody has suggestions, always really happy to hear it. But I'm just letting you guys know there's going to be potentially some... We're trying to figure out ways to integrate, like when people are typing in their chess.com username, onto for the like subs versus plebs, that goes onto a spreadsheet automatically, so then we don't need mods to like do it manually and stuff like that. But yeah. Like a race. That would be really fun, but I want it to be automatically tracked so we don't need like too much human intervention, if that makes sense. Yeah, I would rather have it just be able to like be done automatically so we don't have mistakes, because there are going to be potential cash prizes and some of these prizes are going to be kind of large, and like I don't want anyone to feel or complain, because I get a lot of people who complain and they're like, oh, you know, I should have won this or should have won that. Well, no, bro, you didn't read the rules. Or like, yeah, you were a little bit late. Or so I just wanted it to be kind of done automatically so that's not a worry. But yeah, I would actually love that. I mean, I'll probably put out like an actual official job hire or whatever it is to people at some point when we're like fully, you know, oh my gosh, like getting people to read these instructions is the hardest thing, which is why I really just want to do it automatically, because if it's done automatically, then people can't even complain, right? Like they can still complain, but then it's like, well, you didn't fill it out correctly because the spreadsheet didn't capture you, so you just got to do it correctly. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of sort of my overall view for next year. But reading is so hard, it's true. For today's arena, the prizes are 5 chess.com diamond memberships. I think we did New Year's in like 50 languages last year. It was Happy New Year's in 50 languages, not Christmas. Yeah. Of course. Merry Christmas to everybody if you're coming in for a little bit as well. Merry Christmas to you guys if you're... Hyvää joulua! Jos te olette suomalainen, hyvää joulua ja hyvää uutta vuotta. And then, yeah. Joyeux Noël. 圣诞节快乐. What other languages do I know it in? I swear, I probably know it in Swedish. I just can't remember it. Good Jul, I think is Swedish. Feliz Navidad, obviously, although I don't speak any Spanish, like literally zero. And then... Hey, Kako! Yo, the tier 3! Bro! Thank you so much for the tier 3, Kako. I super appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys are tier 1 subbing, up to tier 3 subbing this holiday season, seriously, thank you guys, because I do need those tier 1 subs and tier 3 subs to get to my plus level 2. If I get plus level 2, I get 70% of my split instead. So thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. I think the subscription on chess.com is pretty worth it. It lets you play against my bot, which is really fun. Not selfish at all. My bot's the best bot. Wait, when did they add a Mark Rober bot? And a Sapnap bot? What the heck? That's crazy. But yeah, if you want to play against my bot, that'll be a really fun time. And then, how do you upgrade a tier 1 to tier 3? I believe you can go to the same page where you sub, and then it gives you an upgrade version. Although I don't know if it needs your sub to currently end. But yeah. But thank you so much. You guys are great. Thank you. Thanks for helping with Partner Plus. I super appreciate it. You can still get the membership completely randomly, by the way. We're giving out 3 to the top 3 people. Wow, that was hard to figure out. And then we're also giving out 2 completely randomly. Yeah, chess.com like super consulted me on my bot. And we're like, how do you want it to play? What skill do you want it to play? And I was obviously like, make it as strong. No, I'm joking. But I did not play against my bot before it was live, and it's a bit stronger than I am. So anyways, let's just say I would not have a 50% score against my bot. Okay, why did the Christmas tree visit the barber? Because it needed a trim. You're welcome. All right, we have a National Master over here chilling in the arena. Once again, there is a chess.com diamond membership being given out to top 3. If you already have a chess.com membership and it does not expire the upcoming month, I can't give you anything. Like, I can't upgrade it or anything, so you're very unlucky if you're platinum, basically. Okay. What did one Christmas tree say to another? Lighten up. Some of these jokes are definitely a little silly, but hey, it's fun. Hey, don't give me disparage. What the hell? Alright, hopefully all the kids are busy playing chess. So we can have some more adult Christmas jokes. I mean, they're going like off it. This is so aggressive and so fast. They've used 30 seconds each. White has an advantage. They're great jokes. There's never been a questionable joke told on this channel. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Why does Santa like MILFs? Because they still want toys for Christmas. Every now and then, we're gonna throw in... Oh, how did this become a rook versus rook? Wait, I literally, like, went to go look at this game for a brief second, and it became a rook and rook versus queen. Yeah, we have all varieties of jokes. We have all varieties of jokes. Oh no! Evil Morty is now down a rook officially. So this is why, ladies and gentlemen, it's great to play fast, but also, I don't know, you could have probably swung the rook over, right? Maybe this was a misclick. I mean, they were trying to go for checkmate. Alright, I don't know. Now it's looking rough. Oh, I have one of those too, Ballsy. I have one of those too. Yeah, not great. Not great. Right, let's go to this game between Gambitron. Wow, it looks like the rating is pretty evenly matched. Did I accidentally select a sort by rating? Or is this just how it goes when it's the arena to start? People are really equally matched, evenly matched. Oh, this one's not. Oh, this is a new game though. 600 against 1783. Oof! Good luck, guys! If you remember, the plot of this arena is that you want to make cool-looking pawn structures. You want to make cool pawn structures. Why does Mrs. Claus wish Santa was like a stocking? Because stockings are hung. You're welcome. Feel free to use that at your Christmas party tomorrow or tonight. Close, killer, close. We need an Andrea over here so I can tell her more jokes. Which of Santa's reindeer has bad manners? Rude elf. Yeah, good thing I'm my own HR department. Kitten complains to HR every day for me not playing enough with him. It's alright, Thomas. Don't worry about it. They're all puns. They're all just really, really silly double entendres and puns. So, like, don't even feel bad. Also, once again, I am shook by how this 600 is playing so well. They're only down a pawn, and they're going into this rook and bishop endgame. It's not even that bad. Crazy stuff. People are too good at chess these days. There's no hope left. if you're trying to get good at chess in 2025, it's over. It's over for you. You have such a long road ahead of you. Fake 600, a 600, real 600 could never. I mean, they're not playing that great, okay? They're not playing that great. This is like a totally fine game. I'm not claiming that they're playing at like a 1300 level. I'm just claiming that they're very good for 600. Because once again, I truly quit in 2023. I love how you like started watching my streams and then never played chess again. Like, Pro still has basically 0% chance to beat a 1700. Like, basically zero. It's not literally zero. 2 years ago, a 600 would have had 0% chance to beat a 1700, but these days, a 600 actually is like, you know, they have like 2% chance to beat a 1700. I don't know what it is, but like, hey Strings, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know if Strings knows what they signed up for, but what do you get if you eat Christmas decorations? Tinselitis! Because you put tinsel on your trees, and then there's that thing. Yeah, anyways. Jeez, I'm never gonna get good, yeah. I mean, chess is very much a game. It's a game, for sure. Merry Christmas, Ace! Thanks so much for the Prime. Welcome back to your 4th month. Thank you. What the hell is this 600 rated game? How did they get into a 2 rook and pawn endgame without blundering any pieces? I'm genuinely just shook. These guys just traded off every piece and they've learned how to, like 600s back in my day had no concept of what rook endgames were. Like none. All right, we got another one. Why did the gingerbread man go to the doctor? Oh my gosh, this 600. This 600 is a baller. Well, the gingerbread man went to the doctor because he was feeling crummy. Because, like, crumbs... Yeah. It was a solid game until one of them blundered checkmate. So, you know. Once again, welcome to being 600. Oh yeah, I freaking love gingerbread. Like, I really enjoy gingerbread, but I like gingerbread, not ginger snaps. There's a really big difference between gingerbread and those super dry cookies. Not a huge fan of the dry ginger cookies. I like gingerbread, actual bread made out of ginger. And it can be like a little bit more dense and like thick. So yeah. You have to be part of my club. Join the club and then you can join the arena. I mean, how this 800 was doing well, kind of. I mean, they were down a rook, but still. Pretty good stuff. All right, we have a 376. We're rooting for the 376 here. Yo, Maddie, hey, have fun. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope Gojo and Kaido are doing well too. Do I do any baking for Christmas? Hell nah, bro. We are delaying our baking to another day because I bought $18 Canadian dollars, so it was basically free, gingerbread house that we're gonna build, and it's actually pre-built, so we only need to decorate it. It might be broken though, so we'll find out. But I bought one, yeah. Am I gonna eat it? Hell nah. It's gonna have had my grubby hands on it, bro. But this is like a really, really big throwback. When I was living in Finland, how many times am I gonna bring up that I grew up in Finland? Both chilling. Aw, they get Christmas Day off. That's cute. So, hey Ratizi, thanks so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 36th month. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Washing my hands is an option. It is an option. But no, I have no intentions of actually eating this one. We got another joke coming. I hope you guys are ready. What's red, white, and blue at Christmas time? Oh my gosh, drinking game, every time I mention I grew up in Finland, would go crazy. A very sad candy cane, because candy canes are red and white. And if they are blue, they're sad. Toothpaste is another good one. Wow, I've already destroyed the box. Maddie is just one of my friends from New York. They have 2 really cute dogs. Gojo and Kaido. I don't think they were on stream, so chat might have missed that part of the lore. But there's our Christmas house. It's already glued together. And we'll just have to decorate it. If anybody has ideas for how to decorate it, feel free to be my guest. We only have certain things, but we have icing and peppermints and stuff like that. So yeah. You can drink your drink of choice. Brew. But yeah, when I was living in Finland, one of the grade 9 activities, which I never grew up to do, not because I didn't grow up to be a grade 9th grader, but because I moved out of Finland and didn't do grade 9 in Finland, is you get to go to do, you can choose a class called home economics in Finland, which basically teaches you how to cook and bake. And it's like an actual class that you get credits for, which is amazing. But in Finland, you can do that. It's called home econ or home economics. And then one of the things they do every year is they have a gingerbread house decorating contest that everybody else in the school, which is 300 people, everybody else in the school gets to like fill out the paper for, and then you put it into a little box, and the winner of that gingerbread contest like gets announced in front of the whole school. And yeah, so every single year around Christmas time, when I was living in Finland and like going to school, I would see this and I would be like, darn, one year I really want to do this. But sadly, I never ended up doing grade 9 in Finland. I never got to do it. I never did grade 9 in Finland. I would literally turn back time so I can do grade 9 in Finland, just so I could enter this goddamn gingerbread house making contest. Like, people make crazy stuff. I so vividly remember this guy made like the whole Colosseum, like a giant Colosseum out of gingerbread. And like, you gotta bake everything yourself. This is not one of those pre-buy everything and like just put it on. You have to like make everything. I mean, you can buy the candy and stuff, but like you have to bake your own gingerbread. And people like came up with some really crazy designs. There was this Eiffel Tower and all this stuff, so yeah. I mean, White's gonna win because he's gonna flag. Sadly for AS Money. AS Money played so well. So well. See, 300s these days, man. 300s these days are so crazy good at chess. It's wild stuff. The Colosseum was insane. It was insane. No, Finland goes so hard on Christmas. I don't know if they ever did the tasting. No, I don't think so. I don't think it had to taste good. It was just purely visual, I'm pretty sure. Somebody probably made their gingerbread out of pure glue. I would not be surprised if somebody's gingerbread would literally like send you to the hospital because of how inedible it was, but probably. I mean, I have no idea. I never looked. But it was really, really cool. So no, I don't think I ever saw a winter war. They were mostly objects. I think somebody made like a shark, there were always a ton of like buildings every Christmas time. But yeah, I love Christmas. We have our own Finnish Christmas traditions that are actually shared, I think, with like rest of Scandinavia and Poland. We have this like, Around Christmas time, we have this candle thing. It's like an advent calendar, but it's in candle form. It's almost like a Hanukkah candle, but it's for Christmas. And like you would just light it the 7 days before Christmas or something, and it's just like one each day. But they have all this fun stuff. And then we used to make these little like paper loops. Used to make so many paper loops. And these stars, I knew how to cut all these different stars and snowflakes and stuff. Yeah, it was fun. But I like Christmas. I still really like Christmas. Yeah. There's also this Lucia Day, which is... I don't know where Finland gets all their Christmas traditions from, but it's similar to Sweden and Norway. There's a ton of traditions. We don't have Krampus. Oh no, Gary. Christmas in Brazil must be such a fun time. Very different, probably. Yeah. When I was a kid in Finland, I used to go in the forest and just pick up my own Christmas tree. Chop, 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 chop. Choppy chop. But, yeah. I don't know who Dr. Domain is. Are they playing? We got a lot of people. I just want to see if Alex can defend this endgame, but it looks like it's going down. Yeah, Christmas in summer is something that I don't quite, you know, I don't quite get, but that's okay. Brondon against Skrillosaurus. There are still chances for stalemate here. There can always, always, always be stalemate. Stalemate is an option. Bum, 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 bum. Da, dum. You get less drunk when it's cold. Wow, 1100s, not stalemating. Impressive stuff. If anybody has a game they want me to take a look at, feel free to. They do not match you against somebody a similar rating. They just match you whenever your game ends. There's 75 people in this arena, so your chances of getting matched against somebody who is close to your rating is low, but not impossible. For example, Rob here is playing as somebody who's 1000 rated, which is kind of close. Not that Rob is playing particularly well, because this was a free rook the moment we jumped on his game, but hey. Ba, ba, ba. No problem. Bum, 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 bum. Closest to your rating with no game, yeah. Does mean that it looks like there's some pretty unmatched or not equally matched. What's the word for it? I don't even know. Like, just not close ratings. So, I think they all do very similar stuff for the holidays. Uneven. Finland, however, is not an Viking country, which I know is crazy, but a lot of people assume that Finland is a Viking country, but it's not. So bum 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 bum. I would love to. Actually, I would not love to. I'm not biking in the winter. I'm sorry. Ain't no way. No, Finland should not be a Viking country. A Viking country are countries that had Vikings. Finland had no Vikings. Or very few, at the very least. Not the same peoples. Like, literally not the same ethnicity, basically. I mean, that's not entirely true, but there's a reason that the Finnish language is our oral language, whereas the other Scandinavian languages are Germanic languages. So Finland doesn't even share the same, like, language root. Minnesota has Vikings. Yeah, it's true. Yep. Whether they should get some Vikings? Yeah, absolutely. They should get some Vikings. Finnish people are fairly tall. I'm definitely considered below average height probably in Finland. I would say the average height in Finland is probably right around 5'7", 5'8" for women. Were they? Do we have Vikings? I don't know anything. I've never heard about Finnish Vikings. Are they that short? I don't even know if people in Iceland are that short. I barely remember visiting Iceland. Nice game by Zakaria. Rob, unfortunately, was not able to hold it. What's happening here? Doesn't look great. Well, you should be asking, how are not the Germans, the Dutch people so tall? How are Dutch people so crazy tall? Like, I want whatever they're having. Oh my gosh. The amount of, like, Dutch and Scandinavian and German, like, supermodels is crazy. Like, just that area in general. They are super tall, yeah. One joke, please. Hello, Big Greek. Hope you're well. Thank you so much for the 10th months. Thank you, thank you. What is a snowman's favorite lunch? An iceberger. It's like an iceberg, like the lettuce thing, and a burger in one. So it's an iceberger. Cinema. Yeah. Oh my god, I have another one. This one's for Ratizi, because I can't remember if I gave one for Ratizi. Where do snowmen keep their money? In a snowbank. No, in the snowbank. Snowbank's the correct answer. But a snowbank is a real thing, whereas an ice bank is not a real thing. If it's an ice bank, it's an iceberg. But if it's a snowbank, it's for some reason a snowbank. Alright, we're getting another flag here. Or, yeah. Alright, black one on time. Obviously. Exactly. I eat turtle. Just lost to Trojan. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I love looking at, like, the lower rated games. There's always so much stuff happening, you know? Ice banks? I don't know. I don't exactly go out in winter, so you know. You know, I've never snowmobiled in Finland, but I got to snowmobile once when I was visiting Utah. It's crazy. I was in Utah a few years ago in March, and I got to go snowmobiling. Snowmobiling. It was crazy. It was fun. Didn't see snow until you were 9? Wild. Wild stuff. Oh yeah, loaf. Little loaf in the back. I think Utah's really good for downhill skiing. I didn't get to go downhill skiing, but like, I like that vibe a lot. You know? So. Aw, she's from Philippines and never saw real snow. I think snow is a great thing to travel to. I don't think it's a great thing to live in, because while I was in Utah, we were also snowed in for a few days. there just wasn't that much to do, and I would have loved to go like skiing and stuff. And like, it's just it's fun in bursts, but then you get very like tired of having to put on 5 layers every time you go outside and all that stuff. It's nice for like a little bit, and then it's just such a burden. Bro, you have to shovel the snow, your car engine is too cold. You know, in Finland, what we have to do up north is that every single parking lot, like for where you park your car, they're outdoors. The parking lots are usually outdoors unless you're wealthy enough to have an indoor. Or I guess like if your house came with a parking spot, sure. But I always lived in apartments. So anyways, we didn't have underground garages or anything when I was living in Finland. Those came a little bit later. But when I was a kid, we had to have these, there were always these posts directly in front of parking spots that you had to get a cable and like have that be plugged into your car overnight. Because if you didn't, your car was potentially not going to start in the morning. And like every morning you had to make sure that this would be like your car would start. Because if you forgot to do that overnight, your car wouldn't start and then you were not going to be able to get anywhere. Or you could take the bus. I took the bus a ton. And then you would have to scrape off like all of the ice off of your window because there would be such a thick layer of ice on your window, and you had to like shovel all the snow off of the top of your car and stuff like that. It was crazy. It was a whole process. Getting to school in the morning was a process. It's not keeping the engine on. It's there's like a little electric cable. I don't know what it does exactly, but it's a block. Like, I don't know actually how it works in a car because I never cared enough to figure it out, but yeah. Block heater? Okay, thank you. Hyvä joulua! But it does something for your engine. Yeah, also keeps the battery from dying, all that kind of stuff. No, I don't think there were diesel cars in Finland. Our car just wasn't diesel. Oh, it heats the oil in the engine. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Pursley surviving. I love it. I don't think you can, unless they've gotten a lot better. Wait, what? White won because black abandoned the game? Sorry, how did this happen? I'm so confused right now. Did black just like lag out? Yeah, black just like spent 30 seconds on this move and like lagged out, I guess. That's crazy. Whoa, Wi-Fi gambit for real. Okay. Calcaber is playing against a 1200. What could possibly go wrong? Somehow, Calcaber is not even doing much better. I mean, they're up 2 pawns. I guess it could be worse. Yeah. I have jokes if you have a sub. The jokes don't come for free. What is this? My PO box is alive until February. So all the way. Indoor heater, yeah. There's so many things in Finland that like, I don't know, I was kind of glad. There's only 1 arena today, and it is already currently running. Yo, Gary, thanks so much for the gifted sub to Boomer. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, but like if you know that you're only there for a little bit, you can enjoy it a lot more. Whereas I lived in Finland for like 10 years or so, and I was like, bro, this is so much freaking snow, man. It's a lot more, I think snow's a lot more fun to have in like little parts. Haha. Okay, what do you call an old snowman? Water! Because it's died. Yeah. You're welcome. Rip. Rest in peace, snowman. You want a summer joke? Oh, sorry. Well, it is a summer joke. It works. It works. Yes. Yeah, no. Christmas. Like, I'm good with snow for about 2 weeks, and then I'm like, okay. Because the other thing about snow is that it is very weather dependent for it to be nice. Like, in Finland, snow is pretty nice for a long period of time, at least pre-global warming. So when I was a kid, because you would just get fresh white snow, and it would stay fresh white snow for basically 4 months, at least 5 months. And then like 2 other months would be kind of slush because it would like snow, it would then rain, it would snow, and then it would rain. And then that's kind of gross. But like living in places in the city where the snow is just mush all the time and it's like kind of not great, it's not fun. So like I like snow in short bursts these days. Yo, Paul Ohashi, thanks so much for the tier 1. Can Calgber finish this game off? No way he loses to a 1200, right, Calc? It would be not a Christmas miracle. But thank you so much, Ohashi, for the tier 1. Excuse me. Damn. I don't know what got stuck in my throat. But we got another joke. Yeah, it's nice at the moment. That's true. When it's slush, it's summer. Well, finish summer. I mean, okay, surely Calgber is gonna finish this off before he gets flagged on time. Okay, he did. Nice. What? How does a sheep... Okay, no, this one's bad. Alright, here's a good one. What comes at the end of Christmas Day? Which is tomorrow, by the way. The letter... Y! Yay! Have you guys heard this joke before from me or something? Why do you all know the answer? Humph. Y'all knew the answer already. Pink Fluffy Bunny is checkmating 0001 quite badly, might I add. I'm telling corny jokes. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, they could be worse. They could always be worse. Here's a good one. Why does Santa not have kids of his own? Why doesn't Santa have his own kids? Because he only comes once a year. I played League yesterday, actually. I played ARAMs, or whatever that new mode of ARAMs is. That's what you can get for the price of a sub. That's true, Sky, yeah. But no, I think the insinuation is that he doesn't have any because... Nice! Oh, hell yeah. What? Wait, Pink Fluffy Bunny flagged? From this position? You flagged, bro? Oh no, how do we flag this? That is not good, guys. That is not good. You gotta be playing a touch faster, my good sir. You gotta be playing a touch faster. I am very entertained, but... Jeez, Thomas. That's a crazy one. I mean, I don't know if that's more or less inappropriate, but anyways. Now you guys gotta play. This is 3-0, y'all. You gotta be playing faster. Gotta be playing faster. ba, ba. Narnia is actually a pretty good idea. I like Narnia. For Christmas time, I just finished the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Not the extended version. So... Oh, also don't forget, fun pawn structures are the theme for this Flex Friday. Write-ups are encouraged. No, I've never read the books. Ain't no way am I reading the books. It was good. It was fine. It was totally fine. I don't think I realized how little of the trilogy I remembered from when I watched it as a kid. I probably watched them super young, and like my whole life, I thought that there was just way too much walking. And now for the rest of my life, I'm still going to think that there's too much walking. They could have definitely, like, summed up Lord of the Rings and cut out a lot of... But anyways, it's still good. It's still really good. I just watched it over the period of, like, a month, basically. Or, like, 2-3 weeks. I think I did it over 2 weeks, essentially. And it was really good. It was really good. But yeah. Spellcaster Bishop gets flagged by the Can't Break a Tomlet. With being up a queen and a bishop. That's not... I'm seeing a lot of flags today, guys. I'm seeing a lot of flags. Don't forget, there is no increment. There is 0 increment. Oh, Aravind is getting destroyed over here. That's not great. But yeah, I recently did a photo shoot with Anduril. That sword thingamajiggy. So... it's a good time. Bum, 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 bum. What the heck? Yeah, the sword from Lord of the Rings! You can definitely buy a legit samurai sword one day. Absolutely. Oh no. Ba, ba, ba. Is it? Why not just put it in your suitcase? You rewatched Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah, I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I think my 2 favorite holidays are definitely Halloween and Christmas. Yeah. There's a lot of what the hecks. I mean, there's good games and there's also bad games. You know? Oh, Kako against Calcaber. Calcaber's destroying! My Smart against Alvaro. Up a bishop. Playing against somebody 1,000 points lower rated. What could possibly go wrong? You watch Die Hard every Christmas? Is that not too many times of watching Die Hard? I feel like that's a bit much, no? No way. Yeah, my Smart has checkmated. Oh yeah, I love Diwali. Big fan of Diwali. I've always wanted to also do Holi, but I don't know. Can't do that much in the West. But I've like... yeah, Diwali's great. I wish I could just celebrate every holiday, you know? Why not do it all? It's not that it's fair. Everybody else goes through that, bro. It's somewhat possible for you to play against somebody of your own rating, but because of the way arenas are, you're also very likely to play against people who are not your rating, and everybody is going through the same experience that you are. Just think of this as a learning experience. Where else would you have the opportunity to be playing against people much higher rated than you? I mean, yeah, I can celebrate any holiday I want, but like, I just feel it's a little weird if I showed up at Diwali with like a sari and lenga. Like, I'm just not. I don't know. It's a little bit strange. It's much, much, much easier to celebrate holidays that I'm already a part of, if that makes sense. Thanks, Connor. I appreciate it. Thank you. You got no business playing 3 minutes? 3 minutes is fast, but it's fun! It is literally just like trying to not get flagged and all that good stuff. I mean, this is a pretty high-rated game. These guys are gonna go down into a Reckon game. Well, I don't think it's uncomfortable either. It's just like... am I gonna do it? I celebrate, like, Christmas, and I don't even celebrate Easter anymore. Easter is another really big holiday in Finland. And we have a bunch of our own traditions around Easter and stuff that are not necessarily correlated with, you know, what other people might. So, there's a couple. But yeah. When I was a kid, we used to have these bayunkissa things. It's like a willow tree branch, and you go out during Easter time and you go trick-or-treating. In Finland, it's a pretty big deal. And then we eat these like donuts that have chantilly cream and jam in the middle. And we celebrate like, yeah, we hide eggs around Easter. We grow grass around Easter. You hide little chicks in your grass around Easter time. So, yeah, they're literally like Easter donuts, but it's a ball. It's not, it doesn't have a hole. Anyways, that's a whole different conversation. But I usually stay in for New Year's. I have not... I don't remember any time I've actually ever gone out for New Year's. We have a little poro hat today on our back. Oh yeah, I love Chinese New Year. I'm really excited because I might be getting to celebrate Chinese New Year this year in Bangkok. Yo, Lemons Pie! Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs! Yo, appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That sounds like a good time too. Thank you, Lemon Pie. Got 10 gifted subs! Which you know what that means? We got 10 more jokes. Okay. Oh gosh. All right, maybe we go for some more appropriate ones. No, some of these are kind of sus still. I'm trying to find some almost appropriate adult ones, but it's not that appropriate. Okay. How do elves know how to make toys? No, these are appropriate. They're elf-taught. Instead of being self-taught, they're elf-taught. Merry Christmas! Alright. What's more fun than a kiss under the mistletoe? Unwrapping a package under the Christmas tree! We got 10 gifted subs, so we gotta give out 10. I think they're working quite well. That one was a little sus. Just a little, though. Just a little. Oh, white won on time. A lot of flags today in like what looks very normal position. Here we have a more evenly matched rating game, except this is a fascinating pawn structure. This is what we've been looking for today. Fun pawn structures. However this happened, I love it. This is exactly the flex I want to see. All right. Hope you're ready for 8 more. Gotta laugh at all the jokes because it's the holiday spirit, you know? Why did Mrs. Claus get mad at Santa? Because he asked her to trim her tree. Close, MSG, close. Another flag! Ashred Please, in a completely winning position, loses on time, unfortunately. Kind of crazy. We're seeing so many flags today. Today's theme is definitely flags. I mean, we're getting cool pawn structures too, but... Okay. I had a good one. Where did it go? Yeah. That tree, exactly. Obviously. This one is a lot more appropriate, okay? Why did Rudolph get braces? Because he had buck teeth. Because he's a buck. No, don't say that about Rudolph. That's kind of mean, true. It is kind of mean. Braces or racist? Wait, I've never heard that one. Oh, did you guys hear about the ski trip? It started off fine, but went downhill fast. Sorry, people who live in countries that don't get snow and can't go downhill skiing. You'll never understand. Okay, here's another one. Why don't mountains get cold in the winter? And we have another flag! This is crazy. So many won games that could have been won but got flagged. Because they have snow caps. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is always a good one. I have to repeat this one every year. Who's the snowman's favorite rapper? Ice Cube! Obviously. I don't know who Ice-T is. Vanilla Ice, I guess, would also work. There's also Ice Spice now. Crazy, so many ices. Rose said Tupac. Wait, I don't Tupac would be honored. Okay, one more. One more for Lemon. Do snow globes ever get scared? No, but occasionally they get shaken. Because they get they're a snow globe, get it? Because you gotta shake them. Shook. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. But none of that matters because it's gonna be another flag. I think flag has been the most likely result of this arena. I've seen some really good games, but nobody ever ends up finishing them because they just get flagged. Guys, you gotta play a little faster. It's part of the game. Even if you have a winning position at the end, you lose on time, it's still not a win. More flags than the UN building, it's true. I feel like there's more flags today than normal, for sure. Way more flags than normal. But I like the flags, it's fun. What's better than an elf on a shelf? It's true, people are in slow-paced vacation mode. A hoe in the snow! Ho ho ho. A dratini and a martini? What the hell? Who came up with that one? That's actually so good. A dratini and a martini is one I'm gonna use in the future. Snow. No, you're not. I'm the only person allowed to say it. Flag is when you lose on time. It's a flag. Because back in the day, clocks used to be mechanical, and if you lost on time, the flag falls. I think that's all the jokes for Lemon. Thank you very much, Lemon. Even though they had no idea what they signed up for. It's a good time. Damn, Azazi. No, you don't get kicked out of the tournament or anything. It's just, I'm encouraging everybody to submit to play games that have fun, you know, structures, because if you don't, then, yeah, your Flex Friday submission is less likely to be counted. Ba, ba, ba. So yeah, if you keep losing games, that's all right. It's really okay. You can always submit a fail. Don't forget. Fails get $25. Flexes get 50. There is nothing stopping you from submitting a bad game. Literally nothing, other than perhaps your desire to win more money. So. Bad games get money too, don't forget. 2 bad games is worth 1 good game. But it better have a good pawn structure. If your game does not have a good pawn structure or a fun pawn structure or something that resembles a Christmas tree, I don't want to see it. Give me structure, give me mountains, and give me trees. $0 for playing the cow opening, because the cow opening is a mound. Well, that's alright, Calcaber. It's not like you're gonna gain much rating anyways. Oh yeah, we have New Year's jokes ready too. As Golden Boy goes down, no flag in this game. The London comes with a baby Christmas tree pawn structure. It's a Christmas tree that's been chopped down a little too early. If you play some other openings, like King's Indian, you can get a much bigger one. I want to see that cool opening. I want to see those cool, structures, please. Give us something interesting. Give us something fun. Exactly. The King's Indian is a superior Christmas tree. You had a 7-pawn tree but lost? Submit that for fail. I want to see it. I think I saw that. No, I didn't. Actually, I didn't see that. Merry Christmas! And Happy New Year. What the heck is happening? I love that Renato's king is on E8. I mean, why not? They're also playing against somebody who's 124, so I just want to say huge props to the 124 for being, you know, so willing to play in this arena. Definitely not the easiest arena out there. Yeah, there's a lot of higher elo people, so you're gonna likely play against people who are higher rated, which is totally okay, because if you think about it this way, you're just free rolling. You have the opportunity to beat them for rating points. The 124 is doing really well. There's a lot of really low rated people who are playing extremely well and then at some point succumb to the time or something of that sort. In general, I feel like people have been doing well. And goodbye to the rook. I mean, Renato is still gonna win because it's very hard for black to get to this pawn. In fact, almost no way to get this pawn, but Telar played so well. Yeah, exactly. The higher rated people have everything to lose. They have all the rating. The lower rated people are just here for the funsies. And get flagged. Sad. It's all good. Today's the best day to be learning English. Hopefully you guys are learning a ton of new words. All the new words. You already donated 40 points? Oh my gosh. That's a record. You must have lost a lot of games. What does Santa Claus do on December 26th? Tell me, please. I would love to know. Tell me about it. Mrs. Claus. That's a good one. That's actually funny. Good stuff. Did I see you go down 200? That's crazy. A yin-yang pawn structure? I don't know what a yin-yang pawn structure even means. Is that like... I genuinely have no idea. Oh, dude, one of the celebrations I've never, like, really understood is Kwanzaa. I have 0 friends that celebrate Kwanzaa. It looks so cool. Merry Christmas, Daisy! I have ham for tonight, too. That's really, really cool. One day. When I was a kid living in Finland, one of the things we would do we had a class called religion studies as a kid. But it wasn't about like actual necessarily religion. It was just about learning different countries' cultures. So we got to like do a lot of nice checkmate, AS Money. What the hell? Wait, I'm sorry. I missed this game. This guy is 371, guys. He's 371. He just found G5 as a 371. I'm very impressed. This is a great game. I would submit this for Flex Friday if I were you, AS Money. Yeah, but it's still cool. I love it when, like, new celebrations get added and stuff. China didn't used to celebrate Christmas, but like, dude, they're literally Christmas final boss. The amount of marketing and consumerism China pushes around Christmas time is crazy. Torile. They got the patch, yeah. They literally got the patch for Christmas of this, like, as of this century. They have been taking Christmas so seriously. Yeah, basically, Jorah. Speaking of Finland, we have a Boro hat. Hat Inception. China, I don't even think has a most. There's a lot of Taoist people, which is a very, very chill, like, religion. I don't even know if Taoism fully counts as a religion. I guess it does. There's Buddhism. There's a lot of Buddhist people in China. There's still a lot of Christians in China. But yeah. I think Taoism and Buddhism are like more of the traditional ones, if that makes sense. Those are the ones that originally were in China. Was it? I have not heard about Christianity booming in China. It's definitely booming in, like, Korea, but I actually had no idea. Katsuko is a chill little cat. Kiitos, Hijo. Me puhumme englantia täällä. So you can keep chatting in English, thank you. I mean, I'm culturally pretty much half Chinese, half Finnish. My Finnish is better than my Chinese. Oh. A checkmate was coming in by black. So white had to resign. Nice game. Alright, this game is pretty close rated. 669 between 833. Finnish is supposed to sound like Elvish. Mostly because I think Tolkien literally based Elvish off of Finnish. The snow here is insane. There is so much snow. Like so much snow. It's wild stuff out here. Hinduism is really cool. I can never remember all of the gods, but like, I think Hindu gods are really, really cool. Big fan. And like, it's always interesting to sort of see how Hinduism can have, or like some of the lore I'm a little bit familiar with because of Journey to the West and stuff like that. Like there's just lore in Buddhism, Hinduism, and some of the other stuff that just kind of overlaps a little bit. So I always found that fascinating. But yeah, I'm not super familiar. What is going on, bro? What is white doing? Oh my gosh, no! We had checkmate and won. We also had a free rook, but more importantly, we had checkmate and won for so many moves. So many moves. Always look for those checks, captures, and threats, guys. Do I believe in any Hindu gods? Well, personally, I would really love it if Ganesh was real. Yeah, people do say that, Seketh, which is why I think it's just so fascinating. Like, I really enjoy... Yeah, personally, I'm a huge fan of Ganesh, and I would also personally really enjoy, you know, Shiva being real, and they are really popular, and they're cool. I think it's super cool, and while we're at it, I would also personally love it if Poseidon was alive. You know? It would be kind of sick to know that there's a god of the sea. Zeus is a bit of a dickhead, so I'm not sure about that guy. But like, of all the gods, maybe Poseidon. I like Hades. Not a huge Zeus person. I like Athena. Yeah, Hades is the god of the underworld specifically. Yeah, Apollo's is not too bad. Yeah, Zeus is not good vibes. So, while we're at it, also maybe Ares seems to be doing really well. Maybe in Mars form, he's probably chilling his Roman form right now. Yeah, dude, if Zeus's affairs did not exist, Greek mythology would be like 5 pages. Oh, I'm personally a huge fan of Dionysus, Bacchus, the god of wine. Yeah, absolutely. Have to have that guy. Dionysus, I think. Aphrodite would be sick, for sure. Yeah, God of Wine is definitely the first invite to the party. I've never played Hades 1 or 2. Oh, Bastet would be sick, yeah. But Bastet, I feel like, is very much alive and doing well, and she, like, probably has, like, 1,000 cats. I mean, while we're here, might as well bring back Osiris and Iris. I can't remember their names, but the twins of the entrance of the underworld for, Egyptian mythology. Who's the guy that weighs your heart in Egyptian mythology? I forgot that guy. I've watched Record of Ragnarok. I freaking love all those concepts. I was a huge Percy Jackson fan as a kid. Anubis, bring back it. I'm sure I would personally love for Anubis to be real. You know, if I had to pick like my god all-stars, my god's all-star team, it would be something along... Yeah, Anubis just looks super cool. I agree. Oh yeah, Cerberus, he's not a god, but personally I would love to have a Cerberus for a pet. So I guess it would be like Poseidon, Athena, Hades, Osiris, Ra is the sun god. I'm not a huge Ra fan, so I would prefer to have Bastet. Let's bring back Bastet. Oh, is it Horus? My bad. Bro, I think Ra is the god of sun, no? And Horus is the guy who weighs the heart, and Anubis is just the, like, overseer or something. I don't remember. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Anubis, for sure. Ganesh, Shiva. Yeah. Who's the god of blunders? That's chat. Artemis is cool. So Apollo and Artemis for sure. Oh, Pegasus would be great. I love Pegasus. Pegasus and Cerberus, please. Oh, Anubis is the one that weighed the hearts? Okay. Yeah, no, I think Anubis is really, really cool. I freaking love. Oh, Loki! How can I forget Loki? I freaking love Loki. Loki is probably one of my favorite gods. God of mischief. That's me. Gamera. True. Oh no. Look at Spicy just checkmating Jur. And Jur just flags. I think Loki is a good kind of annoying though. He keeps things entertaining. Quite entertaining, in fact. And that's why, if you've watched Loki, the TV series, it's so good. It's so good. I love that one. Oh yeah, Wukong is awesome. There's a bunch of Chinese gods that I don't even fully know the name of. Chang'e is the god of like the goddess of the moon. Hell yeah, Seal. Yeah, the recent Loki TV series is really good. Yeah, Sleipnir, right? Is his kid or something? He has a kid named Sleipnir. The real Loki lore is kind of disturbing, yeah. I mean, if you want disturbing, there's the Finnish lore, or like the Finnish, whatever it's called Kalevala. Our national epic is Kalevala. And it is messed up. It is so messed up. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened with Scandinavian, like, stories. But even if you originally read Grimm's Tales, which were like the Grimm brother tales from Germany, that's where a lot of these like Cinderella stories come from. Those were so dark. Like if you read the actual ones. So yeah. Do I think any of these mythological stories have basis in reality? I do, actually. Not specifically Kalevala. Let's not go down that rabbit hole, but that was a nice checkmate. I do think that, like, there's probably a reason why so many cultures in Asia have mentions of peoples or like these monkey. Like, I don't think Son Wukong was an actual monkey. Obviously. I don't think there was just like this monkey human going around with a big stick, riding clouds and like, I don't know, whacking demons. I don't think that actually happened. Obviously, I don't think there was really a guy who got his head cut off and then was given an elephant head and is now known as Ganesh. I don't think that stuff actually exists. I don't think there's somebody who was blue and had 6 arms, but I also don't think the world was born out of duck's egg, you know? Like, I do, however, think that the Buddhist and the Hindu stories probably have had people in them that were genuinely, like, around at that time. Like, yes, I do actually think so. Because ain't no way are all these cultures that are, like, miles apart, and this is before we had trains or cars or, you know, all that stuff. Like, these entities must have somewhat existed. Perhaps not in the form of an actual monkey waving a stick around, but like there was probably somebody out there who was really powerful and all that stuff, because like there's just no way that he's mentioned in so many different stories, and same for like Buddha and stuff. Yeah, so I think that there were probably some people, and then probably a lot of ideas, and people like got together and formulated these plans, and it got passed down through history. And because I think one of the most interesting things is that it's not like the same character is definitely cross-referenced in multiple different cultures. And like, sure, there could have been just somebody with a loudspeaker going around telling everybody about Son Wukong, but like there's a Son Wukong style character in Hinduism, and I think that's interesting. So, yeah. It's true average, Giza. So I think that's fascinating stuff. Yeah, we'll all pray to Catsko. Exactly. Yeah, you guys literally have a monkey god. Hanuman. Which was also a movie recently, I think, that I watched. Catsko is the best god, exactly. Snackies all day, naps all day. That's all he wants. And play. But yeah, I mean, Wukong is just like mentioned throughout that entire area. But it's interesting. I just think that stuff is really interesting. I've recently been going down the lore for Lord of the Rings because I've never read the books, and oh my gosh, it is so deep. It goes so deep. I was just like, okay, so Aragorn is not actually fully human? I guess that makes a lot more sense on how he's able to fight. He's supposed to be like 6'6" or something, apparently, according to like the books. Yeah, it was just kind of like wild. Yeah, Dune Dane or whatever, and I was just like, oh my gosh. I had no idea about any of this stuff. I had no idea about... I have not gone down that deep of a rabbit hole. And also, like, he's not, however old he looks, he's supposed to be like 89 years old because the Dundanes live for like 200, 300 years or something. And I was just like, sorry, what? That makes... But to be fair, that does make a lot more sense why him and Arwen were dating. Because I was like... Arwen is just willing to give up her immortality for this dude? I don't know, man. Seems kind of sus. Sorry, spoilers. But then, after reading about it, I was like, you know what? They've known each other for like 60-something years because apparently he went to the elves when he was like in his 20s. I was like, okay, you know what? This makes a lot more sense. It makes a lot more sense. I've never read Silmarillion. I know I have not been reading it. I've just been like going on whatever Wikipedia, like Lorepedia for it. Yeah. 1200s or 1200s sometimes, but they also play like 800 sometimes, and they also play like 1600 sometimes. There's so many crazy stuff in Lord of the Rings lore that I was just there like, man, wild, wild. Oh, he wanted to create a British mythology? It doesn't really read as British, but okay. Merry Christmas. If you beat anybody crazy high rated and you think it's a good enough game to submit for Flex Friday, feel free to do it. Should be fun. Merry Christmas, Melochi! Thanks for hanging. Yeah, I have watched a little bit of One Piece. I did 2 different Christmas One Piece cosplays. Fun stuff, fun stuff. The first Lord of the Rings book and it's so boring. Damn. It goes on forever. I don't know who Tom Bombadil is, and at this point, I don't even want to know. Like, there are just so much, there is so much lore in Lord of the Rings that there's just no way it's worth my time to go look through all of it. I'm just getting the Cliff Notes. Happy Christmas! Merry Christmas! There's just so much going on. I've watched so I was on the flight once and there is an animated movie on the Rohirrim, the Rohans, the whatever people of the plains, and I thought that was interesting, and it gives lore on the like giant eagles and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool if anybody wants to have a wholesome, yeah, the fall of Rohirrim. I thought that was interesting. That was the first time they went into Helm's Deep. And like, whatever the second movie was in Lord of the Rings trilogy is the second time they went into Helm's Deep. So it was really interesting to get that. Like, I watched that on a flight fairly recently. But like, once again, man, how did bro have this much time? Like, it is such an in-depth world and so much better thought out than like Star Wars that I'm just shook. Oh, is it made up lore? Oh, that's sad. But the Rohirrim are really cool. I love the how do you pronounce it? Rohirrim? Rohirrim? Rohirrim. The Rohirrim are really cool. I like horsies. I like being a nomadic tribe type land thing. The Star Wars world was really not well thought out. No, man. Bro literally had like an incestual relationship halfway through before he was told, But his, I don't know, co-workers like, bro, we probably can't have them kiss. So anyways. Like, the world is great, the aliens in it are great, but they definitely did not really think out the story. Luke was definitely a little confused. For sure. There was a lot going on. They figured it out slowly. Oh man. A touch sus. But hey, it worked. It's fine. There was only supposed to be one. That's crazy. Yeah. Alright. Senor Woofers got back rank mated. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you should give yourself a little breather. Or just defend this. No, even this loses because of that. So, unlucky. That's why you should probably play H3 at some point. Aren't millennials named after Millennium Falcon? Yeah, absolutely. For sure. CCT! Got 7 more minutes in this arena, by the way, guys. If anybody wants to be... Well, it's probably too late now to get 7 games in, but this is your chance to win a chess.com diamond membership completely randomly. It's kind of interesting to be Gen Z. I'm on the later side of Gen Z because I'm 2000. But, like... Yeah. Thanks, Orchid. Appreciate it. It is still available for pre-orders if you wanted to get your own. You want 2 CCO? You should message them about that. Oh, I spend so much time on the computer. I was watching a video yesterday, you know, when like it's one of those videos about, okay, this is how many months you have in your year, and like Gen Z is spending this much time on their computer, and I'm like, damn. I mean, it's so true because I do spend a lot of time on the computer, but like most of it is work. Whereas unfortunately, I feel like for a lot of Gen Z people, a lot of the time they spend on the computer is, or like on screen, is not necessarily work. So maybe in a way, I'm like lucky that my work is on the computer. I don't know, man. I don't really know what to think about it. It's a little like, what's the word? Like, you get the, yeah. The set ships out of England. So if you are in Europe, you're getting it a lot faster than people in North America. It does not currently ship to South America, and it does not currently ship to India. So I don't know about the rest of the parts of Asia, but those are the 2 places I have confirmed it does not currently ship to. But we'll try to make it happen ASAP. But yeah, thank you for checking out the set. I appreciate it. And all the sets should ship in January. So you should get it in Jan, hopefully. But yeah. I will probably also be like buying stock at some point. So for those people who absolutely want it but cannot get it shipped to their place directly. I've commented on it a lot. If you go on the website, it will show you where it ships to. But once we have the stock, because right now it's in pre-order, it should get there pretty fast. But like I said, it's gonna get to wherever you are a lot faster if you're in Europe, because it ships out of UK, and then, yeah. Oh, that's a very valid point, Gary. Yeah, I could for sure just like order a whole bunch of sets to somebody, and then they can just handle any shipping straight out of like that continent. But yeah. Oh, this is kind of fascinating. Black has one move. He found it. Thanks, Pedro. Thank you. I'll probably be doing pop-ups at some point where like I'll have a certain number of them and I'll have them signed so you can buy them in person signed. And they'll probably like, yeah. I'm hoping to plan some events around the sets. So once we get them in stock in January, I'm hyped. I'm very lucky that Neo Chess, the company that I'm working with, is the one that's handling all the storage costs. So I don't have to like hold it physically myself. But it does also mean that they're partnered with like whatever delivery service does not ship to certain places. So we'll figure it out. If anybody wants it in Asia next year, it'll probably be a lot easier for me because I'll probably be based in Asia. But we'll see. We'll see. With a non-permanent marker. Okay. Make sure it's a gold marker. That's the one color that will show up on the board, I think. We got 2 minutes 41 remaining in the arena. Make sure you guys are getting your games in. Get those games in. Play your chess. Ah, I want to go to Italy so bad. I want to go to Parmesan. Thanks, Pedro. The horsies are huge. And they are chunky. Oh yeah, the Winter Olympics are there. I wonder what sport I could make it for the 2026 Winter Olympics. Yeah, but I think dragons and jade will also appeal to, like, Western people. Because once again, like, everybody loves dragons. Who doesn't like dragons? Ice chess. I was hoping to go for something a little bit more fun. Like, what about some bobsledding or something, you know? What's, like, a category of winter sports that nobody competes in that I can, like, make it in? Not curling. At that point, I might as well do ice chess. That's just ice chess, my good sir. Jamaica is making a bobsled. Jamaica does have a bobsled team now. It's kind of cool. Wait, a Brazilian might make it in ski jumping? That's kind of crazy. How does Jamaica do winter sports? I think they actually don't train in Jamaica. They won a medal recently? Damn, what is White doing? Not winning the game is what they're doing. Yo, Merry Christmas! I do skate, but like skating is so competitive. So there's ain't no way am I making it as an ice skater in 2025. People, you have to start so young for figure skating and stuff. Congratulations to S&Z on winning the arena with 25.5 out of 26. That's true. I ski. I'm terrible at snowboarding, but I also haven't gone in forever. But yeah, congratulations, S&Z. Congrats to Senora Woofers on coming second with 22 out of 24. And congratulations to Dr. Domain on coming third with 24 out of 29. Hell yeah. If you want to get a sub, you already have one? Yeah, I can see that. But congratulations and thank you so much for playing. That does mean we have one extra one to give out for funsies. And then we have the Galactic way, I can't see the rest of it. Galactic Fury in fourth. So, Senor Wolfers, congratulations on winning your sub. We're gonna submit that to chess.com. No guarantee you'll get it before January, but you will get a sub. And then Dr. Domain, if your sub expires next month, we can give you a sub, but if it does not, then we cannot give you a sub. Oh, no. Biathlon for is so competitive. Biathlon, you have to be good at skiing and shooting. Oh yeah. I mean, I grew up in Finland where like every single school field got turned into an ice skating rink by the time it was Christmas time. I don't know where Dr. Domain is, so we're gonna give out a sub to Galactic Fury because Galactic Fury is gonna get S&Zs. We have an extra one, so fourth place will get it. And then let's see, we're giving out two randomly completely. Ski shooting is biathlon in the Winter Olympic Games. Galactic Fury. Nice. I hope you guys have some fun games to submit for Flex Friday. Yeah, literally the White Death, for those of you who don't know, was a sniper who was Finnish back in the day, fought in the Finland-Russia war of like 1940 something. And bro literally skied and shot people. He was a badass guy. Flex Friday is our bi-weekly event. This week is going to be this Friday, and we actually did 2 arenas in the last 2 weeks, so you guys are welcome. And then for Flex Friday, you guys submit games. The best game wins $50, the worst game wins $25. The theme for this week is very specifically going to be fun opening structures, Christmas tree pawn structures. I want to see V's. I want to see mountains. I want to see multiple V's. I just want to see like Christmas tree style pawn structures. Do something cool with your pawns. Make like a 7 pawn chain or something. Do this. Or even if you have all your pawns pushed up like this, that's also cool. That's like, you know, a slightly slanted tree. But anyways, just give me something. And like, you can argue on your behalf. If you think you played a really good game, but your pawn structure wasn't that cool, I will judge it. So yeah, if you did something cool with your pawns, send it. Send it in. Christmas tree pawns. Yo, Merry Christmas, Archer! Thank you so much for the 65 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you enjoyed. Dr. Domain is not here to get his sub, so the third one that is being given out to the top 3 is being given out to Konos, because Konos is in 5th. We have given Dr. Domain enough time to tell us whether or not he would like his chess.com diamond, I feel like. And now we're gonna do 2 for random giveaway. Yay. Well, you didn't say anything when I asked you if your chess.com diamond expires next month. So, gave you plenty of time. We even thanked Archer in the meantime. But yeah, sounds good. Alright. Random number generator. Let's do it. Okay, so we need to roll a number between 1 to 65. There's 119 players. Why is only 65 showing up? All right, between 1 to 65. Maybe people quit in the middle. You must have played at least 7 games to qualify. So between 1 to 65, somebody is going to get a sub. Also, if you ended up like leaving in the middle, obviously you're not going to be counted. But 2 people between 1 to 65 is going to get a random chess.com diamond membership. Number 19. Bharat, congratulations on your 14 out of 24 being 19th, and then also winning a chess.com diamond membership. Congratulations. Seems like a great day for you. Hell yeah. Merry Christmas. Yes, Kano, you won a chess.com diamond membership. You don't have to do anything. You're just gonna get it. And then for next year, we're planning on making this into a whole league. So you guys are going to basically get points for placements in arenas. And then we'll also have like an end of the month prize, basically. So the next arena is going to be in 2 weeks. I think. Yeah, probably 2 weeks. All right, one more wheel spin. You don't have to do anything. You just have to sit here and be like, yes, I will accept. Thank you. That's it. Congratulations to Flobby. Congratulations on your chess.com diamond. You're getting it unless you don't want it, in which you're welcome to say so. But other than that, we're keeping it simple now. We used to need people to come into chat to claim it, but we're gonna try to automate it in the future. So that nobody needs to, like, even mods don't need to do anything, and everything is just gonna go directly into a spreadsheet, into a web page and stuff like that. That was our very last one. That was the last one. We got 5 memberships to give out this lovely Christmas season, and we have given them all out. So yay! Congrats to everybody who got a gifted sub. If you did not get a gifted, sorry, not a gifted sub, gifted membership. If you did not, once again, if you can check it out on chess.com, I think they're really worth it. You can use it to train. You can use it to analyze all your games, which I think is really helpful. So yeah. But congrats to all the winners. Yay! This does not happen every Thursday. It happens every 2 weeks. Usually on Fridays. We made a special sort of, like, what's it called? Exception, because today's Christmas. But yeah. And now we want to see you play those Christmas tree structures for next week. But that's next week. Sorry, not next week. In 3 days. No. Today's Wednesday, and on Friday, I want to see those crazy pawn structures. So make sure you guys are submitting your games for Flex Friday, because we also give out $50 on Fridays, every other Friday, to the best game, and $25 to the worst game. I want to automate people, like, I want to automate wins in arenas so that it tracks automatically. And I can just literally see, like, who won. Because right now, all of this stuff is done manually, right? Like, I am manually inputting who won. I am manually sending into chess.com who won, all that stuff. So in the future, what I want to do is have everything automated. So instead of having to do it manually and having mods needing to keep track, because the vision for next year is that we're going to have basically like a leaderboard that resets once a month. So you can collect points from playing in arenas. You can collect points from winning Flex Friday. We can get, like, you can get points for a lot of different things that are not just like this. So it's basically just an opportunity for people to reward people who are participating here more. That would be actually sick, Kevin. That would actually be so freaking cool. I would love to do that. But one of the other things I really want to do is just automate the Nemo's Coliseum, because right now we have our hardworking mods doing it manually every single time, like inputting people's chess.com usernames. But I want to just create a command that's like ! sign up, and then whoever does it is just going to automatically just get their like name and stuff, and then the games can start and all that. But yeah, hopefully I can get it all set up. I mean, it does take a little bit of work, so my cat's up there. He's chilling. All right. We're gonna decorate our gingerbread house now. Ooh. Oh, sorry. I accidentally tabbed out. Or I tapped into something else. Yeah, I love my mic color. It's really cute. Gingerbread house! Oh my god. It would be so bad if I just smushed it to start. Yeah! Fufu Power! Thank you so much for the prime. I'm... Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Are you guys ready for a joke? Why do reindeers wear bells? Because their horns don't work. It is already assembled. We're just decorating. We are just decorating. Today is a decorating day. There we go. Unfortunately, no Catsko for this. Yeah, I used to do them from scratch in Finland. But like I said, I have no intentions of eating this one. So I don't even really care if it's gonna be, like, if I use my grubby hands on it. But for those of you who don't know, we went over this yesterday or earlier today. I freaking love gingerbread houses. I think they're great. All right, let's do it. Okay, first of all, what do we want this to look like? I have icing and I have candies and I have chocolate bits in other places. Like, how should we decorate our gingerbread house? Do we have a theme? The dad joke ruined my Christmas season. Well, for the price of 1 sub, you can also get a lovely, lovely little joke. It needs to be a Nemsko vibe. What does that mean? Christmas themed, I think, would be nice. Versus what? Ta-da! Alright. I am so lazy, I would probably literally just, like, this would be the whole gingerbread. Oh, Catsko jump down anyways. Ta-da! It's ready already. Okay, let's get started on it. We have icing here. Looks good. Our work here is done. Oh, you know what we could do? We could make it checkers. Checkered. Hey, buddy! This is not for you. You can't eat gingerbread. Did you know that? You're not supposed to eat gingerbread. Yo, Calcabird, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Catsko appreciates too. Here comes the white Christmas. No, joking. Okay, wait. Because it's Calcabird, I feel like Calcabird can handle a slightly more inappropriate joke. So I hope you're ready, guys. I hope you're ready, Catsko. There's nothing else in there. The more inappropriate, the better. Okay. Oh god. Some of these are really inappropriate. Why did the snowman have a smile on his face? Because the snowblower was coming down the block. You got it. No worries. Ayo! Hell yeah! Hope you enjoyed that one. Okay. What do kids who get Colt and your mom have in common? Also, how do I make this checkered? Wait, I'm trying to think right now. 1 second. They're both on the naughty list. MSG understood. Oh gosh. Alright, so I think it's gonna go like this. Do we want to do it by 4? I think I want to do... Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it goes down like here. Oh, maybe? Hopefully this works. I don't think I cut enough of this. I'm still not sure I cut enough of this. Okay, now I did. Okay. You'll see. I have a vision, sort of. This is so hard to squeeze out. Am I doing this right? Okay. Well. We have a pattern. I think I do need to cut a little more, yeah. How do snowmen make babies? Snowballs! This is gonna be so messy. Alright, I mean, that's kind of a lot. Oh my gosh! Oh no! There's just a dollop up here. Okay, we're gonna use our hands. It's alright, this is not gonna be edible anyways. We have a bit of a mess. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Everything is coming apart already. Alright, I don't know if the checkers idea is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Look, it's not that bad. I might have squeezed a little too hard here. It's alright, it's fine. It's fine. There's just already a hole in the bag. So it's gonna be like that, basically. We're just gonna use our fingers. So I said it's gonna be a 5 by 5, right? Okay. It gives it character. Yeah, exactly. Like... Alright, we'll just put the icing on. It's no problem. It's all good. It looks a little bit sus, but that's okay. Like the jokes. Why does Santa visit your mom's house on Christmas Eve? We're ending up just having very mom jokes, apparently. You would never have guessed. Because she leaves her cookie out. I know, crazy concept. Okay, I give up on the lines. We're just gonna put little splotches on here. Well, that looks like a mess. But it's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, now the next one comes over here. Haha! Yeah, who doesn't like cookies? Yeah, literally more comes out of the side over here. So we're just gonna have to put it on ourselves. How do people decorate anything? I have profound, newfound respect for Cutie Cinderella. I always thought what she does with cakes is so insane. But like, after having tried decorating this gingerbread house for literally 2 minutes, I'm just like, how does anyone do this? Because this is not happening. At least our gingerbread house is already pre-assembled, so I don't have to worry about that, but I don't know if this is going to become checkered at all. I mean, it could be worse. Cutie is a professional. Well, the problem with mine is that it already split over here. So there's already like... It's already a broken bag. Like, there's more that comes out of the side than out of the actual hole it's supposed to come out of. Heck. But it's alright, it's almost checkered. Oh, get a kitchen knife and use it like a palette knife is a great idea. Okay, 1 second, I'll be right back. All right. I have a knife. Okay, this makes things a lot easier. Honestly. All right. It's gonna be checkered somehow. I mean, it's not great, but it could definitely be worse. Okay. It's like... butter knife saves the day. Yeah. Ta-da! 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 Da-da-da! I mean, it's supposed to look a little bit like icing, you know? So... it's gonna... none of this is edible. That's why I'm using my literal fingers. It just comes out of there instead. Alright, fine. Okay, a dollop there, a dollop here. What could go wrong? We're not microwaving the icing. We're just gonna use our knife. Like that. To give the impression of checkers. The one thing that could make it look a little bit better is I'm gonna add little sugar pieces to it so that it's not just like cream, you know, but I mean, it could look a lot worse. It's supposed to be edible, I know, but look, ain't no way, I'm not eating this thing. I don't know where it's been. Exactly. Edibility is a technicality. Okay, we just gotta get more icing out. Like that. I do want it to have sort of a checkers theme. And then we're gonna put little pieces on it. AKA the candy. It's very avant-garde, thank you. I am an artist. It is quite conceptual at the moment. Where the checkers are is a little bit conceptual. Where the icing is supposed to go is a tad bit conceptual. But hey, that's why we have a knife. I mean, it could be worse. It could certainly be worse. Like that. Alright, alright. See? And like, I'm making the edges sort of meet. have one finished and I'll switch it at the end. Exactly. But like, I don't know. It's kind of looking correct. It's not like a perfect checkerboard. I'm not gonna claim that, but it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. Wait, did I fuck it up? No, I didn't. Okay, I was gonna be like, wait, there's supposed to be a white over here. That's for sure. Okay, here. And then here. Right? Oh no. Here and then here. Okay. Exactly, it's the impressionist version of a checkerboard. One sec, I'm gonna turn it around after. I think I messed it up a little bit, but like, honestly, it's fine. Because I think there's supposed to be one here, but like, you get the point. It's sort of checkered. Sort of. There's three, three. And then there's supposed to be one over here, but I can't figure it out now. Oh, there's supposed to be one in here. Okay. It's because I ran out of room. Like, the last one's really squished, but here it is. Okay. We have our first checkerboard on one side. It's like if Van Gogh only had two colors, gingerbread and icing. I mean, you guys are just not seeing the vision right now. And that's okay. So, we're gonna have the battle of the circles that are spheres versus the circles that are circles on our gingerbread house. Let's hope we have enough. Alright, I don't know if I have enough, we'll find out. Alright. Bam. Merry Christmas Eve, guys! Yo, Mel Kenny, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs! Hell yeah! If you guys have gotten a gifted sub today from one of the very generous souls that are here on our channel, please make sure you're thanking them. Super appreciated, you guys. And also, if you are not a sub yet, do consider subbing and being a tier 1, because that would help me greatly. I would really appreciate it with getting to Twitch partner level 2, which would mean I get a 70% split. And thank you so much, Shaggy, for the 5 gifted subs, too. Yo, appreciated, you guys. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Thank you. I mean, it's kind of checkered. It's a little avant-garde, but it is a little checkered. And we'll have some more Christmas jokes for you guys. Yolua. Do consider using that tier 1 sub. If you can, I'd appreciate it. I hope you guys are ready for a joke. Mao, Kenny. Why does Santa love Christmas parties? You'll never get this one. Because ho, ho, and ho! Haha. There's not enough blue on this one. Let me put a little more blue in. Yo, Tagbon! Thanks so much for the gifted sub to Mal Kenny. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Don't worry too much. If you don't get it, you're just too young. Or maybe you're married. I don't know. What do we need more of on this? One more orange could do well. Exactly. Santa cheating on Mrs. Claus every chance he gets. I don't like the white ones. I should swap out the white ones, but now it's too late. Alright. How does Mrs. Claus help Santa feel better after a long day of delivering gifts? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a lot of icing. We're not going to eat this. I have made that very clear from the start. No one is eating this. Nobody. Okay. Now, at the very top, we're gonna put these little snowballs. Yo, Ulan! Thank you so much for another 5 gifted subs! We got so many more jokes to give. Alright, so Mrs. Claus helps Santa feel better after a long day of delivering gifts by unwrapping his present. Oh yeah, that's true. I just want there to be a nice little lining of little bowls up here. Once again, if you did not get it, I would just not worry too much about it. Yo, Oolong, thanks so much for the 200 bits as well. No! It's looking more like a pinball machine, you know? Like when you, or like pachinko. This is my pachinko-inspired gingerbread house. Thanks, Wowie. It was a joke. It was a joke. Ah. Yeah, it's a pinball machine now. Why doesn't Santa like to tell jokes? Because his timing is always down the chimney. As in, it's ass. He has terrible joke timings. That one wasn't even inappropriate. That was just a joke. This is literally like playing pinball. I'm just trying to get these lined up here. Oh, I could have probably picked out the green and the red ones if I had a little bit more foresight to make like a nice little pattern up here, but instead we're just gonna do it completely randomly. Good old Saint Nick. Okay. Here are all the balls that are falling from my... Alright, we have a cute little gingerbread house on that side. Now, let's make it a cute little gingerbread house on this side. Hope you guys are ready. We got one side done. And then I was thinking we can put like... I don't know how good my ice swing work is gonna be. We might need to do a lot of sculpting. So we're gonna find out, but... This is gonna be another checkered side. I hope. But now we have a strategy and we have practice from the other, from making the back side of the house. Why don't snowmen have children? Frostbite. Well, you're not eating any of this gingerbread house, and not because I don't want to share, but because I have been getting my grubby fingers on it, and I would not recommend. kick. Don't worry. If you don't get these jokes, the joke's on you. No, I'm joking. It's totally okay to not get these jokes. It is a-okay. That looks... This side looks better than the other side. Honestly. If I had to pick a side, it does look like this side had more practice, or like was made by somebody who had practiced this beforehand. What's Santa's pickup line? This side is so much faster too. Hell yeah. I'm jolly, and I've got a full set. Ah, okay. We need a break from the inappropriate ones. Or slightly less PG ones. Is this a joke, MSG? Is there a follow-up to your question? Thanks. I try really hard with my jokes. Okay, like I said, this is the side that has the, what's it called? The ball. I don't think there's enough in here for all of them. So the ones that are not enough, I'll put a ton of mini balls on. Oh, that was your response to the Santa pickup line? Got it. But yeah, this one's kind of checkered. What often falls at the North Pole but never gets hurt? Snow! Get it? Because snow falls, but it doesn't get hurt. No, that's nice. Someone got it. Yo, Eric, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Hell yeah. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for the 10 gifted. Guys, if you have gotten a gifted sub this holiday season, please do thank your generous donator. Because they are part of the reason how this stream keeps going on. That felt more like a riddle. Yeah, true. What do snowmen like to do on the weekend? That one feels like it could do with a little more icing. They like to chill out. Because they do be chillin'. It might be almost perfect. Oh, I'm missing one ball. I'm literally missing one. Damn. They're just chilling. They're just chilling. Alright. I'm gonna put one of these. Put a yellow one. There is one slightly inconspicuous piece over here. Otherwise, it's the battle of the balls versus the battle of the spheres or circles. Battle of the spheres over the battle of the balls. There we go. But it's looking like a gingerbread house. It's a little messy, but it's a gingerbread house. Okay, so now what I want to do is, oh no, did I hear a thunk? I heard that one fall. Just don't blunder, yeah. We got so many more jokes coming. Who delivers presents to baby sharks around Christmas time? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my artist's impression of an icing chess piece. And I think the easiest one to do is a pawn, because it's basically like a snowman. So we're gonna start off with that. It's gonna be a pawn snowman. Santa Jaws! Exactly! Hell yeah. Look at chat. Just getting all my jokes! Okay, so what I want is to make the head up here. This is gonna be like the head of the pawn. So it's gonna be like duh, duh, and duh. So it's like a snowman. Bro, these keep falling down. Alright, that's on. It's gonna be a white pawn. What do you mean? He always lives around Finland. He lives in Rovaniemi. And it's gonna be big. This one requires a lot of icing. Like a lot. So that's gonna be... Oh, it's definitely not a circle. I mean... Why is it so hard to make a circle with icing? You would have thought it's a little easier. Should I, like, maybe reference what a pawn looks like? No, I think I can do this blind. Surely, I can do this blind. When does Christmas come before Thanksgiving? You'll never get this one. In the dictionary! Oh, you're not supposed to just smudge it with my fingers? My bad. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. Could be worse. So now we need to, like, make a really big base like that. See? So pawn, like body. And then the coolest pawns have like that little neck thing, you know? So we gotta get that the little neck thing. Yeah, this icing is extremely suspect. But that might be honestly my fault. So like... Here it is. Yes, the dots should be white and black, but we don't have white and black. We only have colored. But it's alright. It's an impressionist take on a gingerbread house inspired by chess. It's fine. Da, 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 da. Okay. That's our impressionist take on a pawn. I don't think so. And then I'm gonna make its neck thing with this knife. Like that. Ta-da. Needs a little bit more on the other side. And then... Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look half bad. And then we just fill this in with icing again. A 1500 player or a 1500 bot? I think a 1500 player is harder to beat than a 1500 bot. Because bots are like, they just kind of blunder at some point. Because they're actually just... The coding for bots is not great for ratings, because like it's hard to just tell an engine to play worse. So it just makes mistakes and then you just capitalize on it. Whereas like a 1500 player actually has some thoughts and stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Oh no, I destroyed this side. He's missing his little neck thing again. Okay, there we go. I think it needs to be a little bit more bulbous at the bottom. Okay. Ta-da! Alright. The icing kind of reminds me of snow. So I think that's perfect. Your thoughts? Yeah, if you're not improving, the way you're thinking is just the only reason why you're not better at chess. Hey, OG Silver! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs! Yo, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Hell yeah. Guys, please make sure you're thanking him if you got a gifted sub. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna add eyes. Little red eyeballs. Why are the eyes red? Because it's here to haunt your dreams. Oh my gosh. That's actually so, crazy. Alright. A joke for the OG Silver Surfer. Let me see. Haunted house for real. Why is Santa so good at karate? Because he has a black belt. At least in all the... my candy. At least in all the OG animations he does. I don't know about the new modern takes. Tee-hee-hee. Alright, well, that's a pawn. I'm gonna give it little buttons. The little buttons are gonna be green. Unless... it's like a snowman had a child. With the chess.com pawn, which I think is actually somewhere behind me. This is what it will look like. There we go. Done. That's our pawn on this side. I actually haven't seen the AI generated take by Coca-Cola. It's just all the old ones have him wearing a black belt too, no? Yeah, it's a Dolly gingerbread house, exactly. It's a very conceptual gingerbread house. The ghost pawn snowman. It actually does super look like a ghost pawn snowman. What do you call Santa's little helpers? Subordinate clauses! Okay, so for the other side, we're gonna give it a giant horsey, because I like giant horsies. How we're gonna make a giant horsey, I don't really know yet, but let's just get the base of it done. So it's gonna be like a horsey. And then it's gonna have, like, you know when it has the... how horses have, like, the hair over here? We're gonna add little balls on the hair. So we gotta make a horse chess piece with icing, which is... never done this before, ladies and gents. I've never done this before. I think I can draw a horse. Yeah, the mane. Thank you, the mane. Exactly. I mean, what's stopping me from drawing a horse? The other one was so bad. Like, this can't be much worse. You know? So there we have, like, the body for it. Like, I mean, doesn't this look like a, like, this looks like a horse already? Dude, I've drawn so many horses in my life. It's crazy. Like, chess horses, knights. I've drawn so many knights in my life. It's wild stuff. Could be a camel, it's true. Hey, don't say anything bad about my horse. I'm watching. I'm watching you, chat. I want to make it huge. Like, I want this to be the entire side of this wall. I mean, right now it's already looking kind of like a horse. Okay. This might need a little knife work. I'm not gonna lie. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Yo, Ray, thanks so much for 100 bits. Thank you. Thank you. What do you call a broke Santa? Saint Nicholas! Ta-da! Hur var YOLO? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna... Yeah, Saint Nicholas. Because he has no money. Exactly. Okay. What do you call a bunch of chess players bragging about their games in a hotel lobby? This one is very specific. Chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. Instead of chestnuts in an open fire, roasting in an open fire. It's so incredibly difficult to make this horse, by the way. I don't know why I thought I could make a horse. Yeah, no worries. You're welcome. Okay, that's one ear. No, the ear fell down. Okay, there is one ear. I mean, you can see the concept, no? Like... You can kind of tell that it's supposed to be a horse. It needs more on this side. For sure. And then I think it can do with a little bit of a longer snout. And then we gotta tighten it up a little bit over here. So like that. Giving unicorn dragon. And then we gotta make the mane. So, gotta work on that. It's... Icing is not easy to work with. I have never done icing before. And like... I don't see icing in my future, I'm not gonna lie. But what if one day I'm on the Great Canadian Baking Show. And not knowing how to bake. Or do icing. Or anything. I can pull out a gingerbread house with a horsey on it. You know? That's the vision. Yeah. Why Canadian? Because I'm Canadian. Where else would I do it on? The Thai baking show? At least I now have experience. When they asked me for my resume, why do you think you would do well on the Great Canadian Baking Show? Or I guess like the Great South African Baking Show. I have no idea. I guess it's not entirely unlikely that I will end up doing this somewhere else. But I'm trying to make the main and it's not really maining. It's like... I mean, I think you can see the vision of the Greater Toronto Area Baking Show. Yeah, if I end up on the Kwanzaa Baking Show or something. It looks like Smaug. Like the dragon. I don't know if it looks like Smaug. That's a bit of a stretch. I do think it looks very slightly like a horse, though. Very, very slightly. Like, if you squint your eyes a little bit. Like, it could be worse. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it does look a little like a dragon. I can see that. I do want to make the snout very slightly longer. Very slightly. How's that? Okay. And then what I said I was gonna do I was gonna add these onto its mane. So we're gonna do that. I have a pawn on the other side. You know what I could have done? I could have just sculpted a knight or something. I think 3 is the maximum amount it's gonna hold. I'm gonna push up one more mane up here. Oh, please hold, 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 hold. Oh. Hey, Cristobal, thanks so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 41st month. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Welcome. Yeah, I only have red balls for eyes, so it's gonna have a red ball for the eye. And there we have it! Our Christmas chess horsey. And this side is a pawn. With 2 red eyes, too. And this side is a horse, allegedly. It looks a little terrifying, but honestly, it's fine. Okay, and on the sides, we're gonna have a crown. We're gonna have 2 different crowns. We're gonna have a crown for the king and a crown for the queen, and they're gonna look the same, because I think there's not enough space to work with here for me to do much else than, like, a crown. Ah! Yeah, Ray Blanco, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's a chess pawn! It's a pawn snowman thing. Thank you, Ray. If you guys are getting that gifted, please make sure you're thanking them. Why don't crabs celebrate Christmas, Ray? We'll never guess this one. Because they're shellfish! It is quite abstract. Mostly because of my lack of skill, rather than actual anything else. Like, how do you make a crown? I don't really know. I'm trying to just carve it now out of my knife. But, like, it's looking more like the Adidas logo than an actual crown. You know? That's crazy. What's every parent's favorite Christmas carol? Alright, that's kind of good. Kind of like it. A Silent Night! Yes, you got it, MSG. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Okay. I mean, it could look worse. It could look worse. Alright, so now we can put up a little red like that. No, I never played the Coca-Cola Gambit. I don't even know what that is. A little red up there. And a little red over here. Ah! Ta-da! And it looks almost like a crown. If you squint really hard. And then I can do this. And then it actually kind of looks like a crown. Alright. I mean... yeah. Red is the color of choice. That's for sure. It's fine. Okay. So the other thing I would do is do this. And then do this. You know how chess pieces always get like those outlines and stuff on chess.com? That's what this is for. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do something a little different. We're gonna give it like that line that it has that comes out a little bit of a chess piece. Like the, you know how the pawn also has that little neck thingy? We'll give that to the horsey too. Okay, there we go. That's a mess, but 'tis what it is. Merry Christmas! And then we're gonna give it another line down here. That's our horse. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I mean, I've never done this before, so here we are. Should we finish off the last side with another crown? I guess we can. We'll do another crown on this side. Thanks, guys. I wish I was better with icing. I had no idea how hard this was going to be, and it's proven a million times harder and messier than I thought. Oh, I should definitely make a rook. You're right. We should have a crown on the. We should have a rook on this side. That's gonna be a little bit hard, but I can do it. I like that idea a lot. Thanks. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I would not eat this icing, my guys. I don't know where this icing has been, other than on my fingers. Hey, Big Mo, thank you so much for the 10 months. I mean, sorry, the 10 subs. Yo, appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, make sure you're thanking whoever's giving you a gifted sub! Big Mo! What does the gingerbread man put on his bed? This joke is for Big Mo. Cookie sheets! Cause it's a gingerbread man! MSG has heard all these before or something. What the heck, bro? You like know all of them. That's crazy. Alright, so we're trying to make the rook over here. This is so hard because I don't have a lot of room to work with. Thanks, Taking Back. Appreciate it. Deductive reasoning? Okay, good. What do you get when you combine a Christmas tree with an iPad? A pineapple! Because it's a pine tree, and you have an apple product, so it's a pineapple. Ta-da! Here's another one. How does the snowman lose weight? I mean, this was also kind of dark, but... This is so hard. This is the least successful. I gotta really work on this. Yeah, something along those ways. He waits for the weather to get warmer. MSG was on the right track. Okay, so you gotta really just... I mean, it is what it is at this point. It is what it is. I don't think it's gonna get any better. Okay. Some of these are really bad. He moves the HQ to the South Pole. That's a good one. I like it. I feel like... I mean, this is kind of looking more like the Eye of Sauron than it is a rook. Like, if I just made that middle part orange, which I'm gonna do now. Like, watch this. Watch this. I failed epically, but now it's just the Eye of Sauron. It's fine. We're gonna keep it like that. Mordor. Yes, Eye of Sauron says Merry Christmas. Exactly. Alright, I think we're completed the decorations on our gingerbread house. We have the evil snow pawn, the crown. We have the horsey, and we have the Eye of Sauron. Yeah, I mean, Eye of Sauron is basically just a rook with an eye on it. Like, if you really think about it, Eye of Sauron is literally on, like, this castle-looking thing. It's literally just a rook. Ta-da! Alright, now to finish it off, we have these peppermints. You know what? I'm gonna save the peppermints, because I actually kind of want to eat them. Yeah, look. It's just... It's very conceptual, okay? This is more like Dolly's gingerbread house than anything else. I think it looks fantastic, but look at my hands. My hands are so messy. This was a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. We'll have some peppermints. I already gave that joke earlier. You can't give the same jokes. You guys keep giving the same jokes, just like the box, yeah. How the hell did they get this? Honestly, like, I am genuinely curious how this is what they got when this is what I got. Wait. This is giving me ideas now. I don't know how they got something so neat. We have a few more candies left, so I'm gonna put them on here. Like, there is no way that somebody actually was able to do that using this bag of icing. Like, whoever did that for sure did not use this bag of icing, because this bag of icing is it has the same texture as my toothpaste. Maybe I was supposed to heat it up in the microwave or something. Does it say that? No, it doesn't. It very clearly says do not microwave. Ah. Some of these are so hard to put in. Alright. An improvement! Sort of. Okay, you know what? While we're here, let's just go all out. Let's just go all out. Let's use everything we got. Every single candy is gonna be used. Because why not? We're gonna line the base of the front door of my very devilish looking pawn thingamajiggy with candies. Yeah. We're going all in, guys. We're going all in. Because what could possibly go wrong? I hate leftover pieces. Must all be used. Especially because there's no way I'm eating anything. So, like, you know. Alright. Let's make it all the green color. Everything I have left of the balls that are green, we're gonna put on here. Yeah, you can send tips on PayPal. We have the link down below. I think it's also a command, but thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Look at that guy. Look at our green pawn. I'm gonna melt the peppermints in my hot chocolate later. I have a peppermint dark hot chocolate, and it could definitely do with a touch more peppermint. So I'm pretty excited for that. I am not eating this. Made that very clear from the start. This is a Christmas decoration, and a Christmas decoration only. There we go. It's been lined. And then maybe we'll do this. Ta-da! Cute! That's also true. What Kevin said is also true. I love coffee and hot chocolate mix, like instant coffee and hot chocolate mix. I do that all the time. Okay, since I have a lot of purple little balls left, I'm gonna line the bottom of the horsey one with purple. Oh. Probably gotta add a little more icing. Haven't had sugar in months? Good for you. That sounds so healthy. Fun fact. Sugar is one of, like, or I guess non-natural sugars like this is one of the worst things for you to consume. So, I do try to be very careful about my sugar intake. Purple ball down. It's alright, we still have a lot. Ta-da! I mean, beyond the fact that I just don't really plan on ever marrying, I also would never marry a chess player. I think there are certain things in life that you can combine. I think combining work with more work, marriage, that's not my, you know, life's too short for that. Is what I'm trying to say. Sounds logical? Yeah. Yeah. Not very deep. Alright, look at all the purple lining up. I like it. I like the way it looks. I don't mind being alone, I should say. I'm very comfortable with doing things on my own. And I think more people should. There is a lot. I think a large part of that comes from growing up in Finland, though, where, like, it's just very normal to do things on your own. Going to restaurants on your own. Going out by yourself. I'm cool with all that. I don't like it. I mean, it could do with that one ball that I lost, but now I don't want to look for it. Oh no, I found it. Purple! I have 0 siblings. And my parents are on vacation right now in Cuba, which is fun. As a Canadian, they do get to go to Cuba for vacation. It's beautiful. Ta-da! Nice. Yeah, I definitely think that it's a lot to do with also streaming, but like I also like to just hang out by myself sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself. Don't let society tell you that you have to have FOMO or something like that, you know? Okay, for Sauron's eye, we're gonna line the bottom with yellow. Yeah. Now it looks like a knight. Does it? Oh, you know what? It actually kind of does, because it got outlined. I can kind of see it. You know what? I have a better idea now. We're not gonna have enough balls for this, but I'm gonna give it the full outline, because I think that would look kind of sick. Ah. Hey Aries, thank you so much for the 22 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, I am really busy as well, which I think helps a lot with like not feeling lonely. I've always been like really busy my whole life. So I've had a lot of struggles, but I don't think being lonely is one of them necessarily. But it's a good time to also be with people. Hope you are all having Christmas or spending the holidays with loved ones. People who value you. And all that good stuff. I'll be a few balls short, but it's okay. And yes, theoretically it is edible. There are no guarantees, though, that it won't send you to the hospital. But on that subject, how about another joke? Why did Frosty ask for a divorce? His wife was a total flake. Yeah, I'm excited to wash my hands too. I'm still trying to put on each of these balls one by one, but like... maybe we gotta divert all of our balls to this. Like, you know how you direct shields? Like, energy for your shields? And stuff in video games? You gotta do that for the balls. It's kind of becoming a horsey. We're gonna run out of the balls, though. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Justin. Ta-da! Ta-da! And because we're out of the yellow on this side, we're gonna go with the blue on this side. Yeah. Nice, Kevin. That's pretty valid, though. Ugh. This has been an adventure. It's like a kiddie ball zone or something, like, you know, ballpark thing. I got bored of chess many times in my life. For sure. It's like anything in life, really, though. So, it's not very deep. But I'm pretty open about how I play poker competitively. So I don't really play chess competitively or anything like that. Mostly, you know, play for content and fun stuff and community events. And I think it's really healthy to have variety in your life. There's definitely some people out there who are able to do exactly one thing for the rest of their life, and that's cool. Good for you. All good. Like, very impressive. But I'm just not somebody who can do that. So, yeah, I've always, even as a kid, when I was, like, in school, like, playing chess tournaments all the time and missing half my school year, I was still running track and field competitively. Not at a crazy level, but I was doing it at, like, an almost provincial level. I was doing it for East Ontario. So I would qualify through cities to the East Provincial Championships or whatever, and that was a lot of fun. I never made it further than that. But yeah. Like, I was still doing things pretty seriously outside of chess. And I really like basketball. I played basketball competitively in high school. Like I said, I never really got very far, but it was still a good experience. I've always just been somebody who can't do one thing. Hyvä joulua. Yeah, I need to live life. Exactly. I'm very much somebody who needs to live life. Like, I have to do it. My biggest win in poker, I won $20,000 in a free roll once, and also won a bottle of Louis XIII cognac, which was, I think, like $10,000 or something. So, yay! Shared that with friends. It was a lot of fun. Made some new friends that day too. No, I'm joking. I mean, I'm not fully joking, but like, it was all a good time. Thank you. I shared it with friends, literally day of. I still have like whatever remnants from that day. I have like a little bit of it left that I have. It's probably not good anymore because you can't store it for that long. Like, it's probably fine to drink. It's not gonna, I'm not gonna get sick from drinking it, but it's probably not what it was the day I opened it. So, yeah. Yeah. It was really cool. But that's my biggest tournament win. And Louis XIII is the cherry on top, quite literally. Or in this case, the balls on top, because I just have balls. A lot of balls. Ugh, this one's not staying. This one's literally just not staying. Eh. What goes? Oh. Santa walking backwards. Okay. No, this one is just not staying anymore. Yeah, this is edible snow. It's like, it's just icing, but it's really, really not great quality icing. So, here we are. Alright. We have almost finished the application for the horsey. We're gonna complete it. Oh gosh. The icing has also gone a little dry, so I think this is just where we're gonna stop it. This looks fine, right, guys? Yeah, this looks cute. This looks adorable. I'm cool with this. We've used basically everything. I'll take it. Thanks. Thanks, guys. It's alright if it doesn't look great. It's the thought that counts. I'm gonna add the little yellow ones that I still have over here. They're so hard to put in. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright. You know what? They can just, like, rest over here. So then I don't need to worry about it. Okay, that works. We have a little crown down here. I would not eat this if I were you. Absolutely not. Alright. That's surely enough icing. Ta-da! Whee! Alright, that looks cool. There is our chess-themed gingerbread house. Oh, this is the Eye of Sauron. I completely forgot that this side is the Eye of Sauron. I forgot that this side is completely unrelated to every other side. This side is the Eye of Sauron because I failed on making a rook. Like, the rook was just too hard to make. So, instead, we have a tower-ish thing, and then I just stuck an orange candy into it, and now it's the Eye of Sauron. But yeah. There we go. A little pattern never hurt anyone. Oh, my place is such a mess. Like, I am unbelievably messy. Just as a person. Not even necessarily when it comes to specific things. I'm just very messy. I don't know why. I really don't like cleanup. I like to just do things. I don't like cleaning up. But... yeah! It looks good! I like the horsey the most. It's the most random one, but... alright, it's an absolute piece of art. Thank you very much. I mean... I think it looks... mighty fine! If I had to give it judgment. It's definitely at least a 2. No, nobody can have this. Because I do not want to be responsible for your sickness if you do eat it. I do need to do a little cleanup over here, so give me 1 second. Exactly. One of the other reasons I really don't like cleanup is because I move once every, like, year, basically. So, there is almost never a time when I'm in an apartment for longer than a year. Gosh, no, I would get them something much better than this. This was just a fun little experiment to see if we can make it. Does he have to pay the elves a living wage? Why, yes, in fact. It's 2025. And on top of it, they don't work off of tips anymore. So, you know, gotta actually pay them a living wage. It's crazy. Hey, Aji, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Hell yeah. We need a Christmas joke for Aji. Oh. What do you get if you cross Father Christmas with a detective? Santa Claus! Yeah, Santa Claus with a detective becomes Santa Claus instead of Santa Claus. Ta-da! Ho 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 ho! There's some actual, like, really bad ones on this. One of the jokes of all time. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be, it's going on my Netflix special. Okay, what do you call a search engine that sings the best Christmas songs? Michael Google. Instead of Michael Bublé, it's Michael Google. Hello, Sheercat. Am I very, what's it called? Icing fingers. Here's another one. What did one Christmas tree say to the other? Lighten up! Because Christmas trees are lit up. Yo! RGB God, thank you so much for another 5 gifted. And thank you so much, As Money, for the hand heart redemption. A lot of hand hearts coming out. It's holiday season. I have thankfully cleaned off most of the icing on here. I also gotta get some of it off my clothing. It's great. Thank you so much. If you guys have gotten a gift to sub, make sure you're thanking them. Oh, here's a cute one. Are you Christmas? 'Cause I wanna marry you. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. It's all about the mess. Yeah, it's true. We're gonna have this on our table for today, I guess. And then it needs to leave. But for now, it's gonna sit in this corner as I go toss some stuff out. Okay, I'll be right back. Hell yeah, use all these jokes at your Christmas dinner for sure. Why does Santa land on the roof? Because he likes it on top. And on that note, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Oh no! Not the ban. I can't use the S word here. Stream Elements just times you out, but that one's kind of funny. Oh yeah! These are my Christmas decorations and birthday decorations because my birthday comes up pretty soon after Christmas. That's definitely the joke that you want to like tell your relatives and then just promptly exit. So, all right, one more. Oh gosh, some of these ones I very vividly. Nice and smoothly, I love that. Some of these I very vividly remember telling you guys last Christmas, like very, very, very vividly remember. But what do 3 hoes get you? 1 very jolly Santa. What's the dream life for me? Oh gosh, that's a hard question. I think being able to like work, having purpose for something that you're very passionate about is sort of the dream. A lot of people say family or something like that. I've never been a very family-oriented person, mostly because I Like, not that I don't have family. Obviously, I have parents and stuff like that. I'm just not very close with anyone, and I don't have any siblings or anything, so. And I also have met my grandparents like twice in my life. Not literally, maybe like 5 times is more literally. So yeah. The dream life is 3 ho ho ho's. Exactly. But yeah, I think just being able to live on your terms is something that is very, it would be interesting. It would be interesting. Yeah, I think intent is really important. Like, why do you do what you do? Obviously. It's not a question I have an answer for, so don't ask me, but I think that's an interesting question, Zuka. I don't know if anybody is really living a dream life. And like, I also think that in some cases, living a dream life is just not fair. Like, it's literally not fair. Because what gives you the right to live a certain way, whereas a lot of other people struggle. So that's a really complicated, like, moral question, which we don't need to get into. But like, I definitely think things can always get better, and it's not just necessarily for myself, but it's also just for, like, you know, anybody. Like we can all work on self-improvement, right? Like, we can all work on going to the gym. We can all work on being kinder to people around us. We can all work on helping, like, people who have less out. There's all these kind of things. So I think that's always, like, something that's a work in progress. But yeah, it's a complicated question. So that's also kind of true, but it's just more like, I don't know, it's less. It's a lot. My thoughts on it are a lot less. It's not that complicated, I should say. You know, it's not that complicated. It's just more like, I'm a very pragmatic person. I'm very realistic. I know in life you gotta work hard to get to where you want to be, unless you were given a silver spoon, in which case sometimes even then you gotta work hard towards what you want to be or do or whatever. But yeah, it's like the same as playing Hold'em. You're given the cards, you just gotta play them to the best of your ability. And I think I'm just trying to optimize that. I think that's the part that I'm really trying to focus on for 2026, is being like, okay, how can I streamline a lot of my work and streamline things, because I definitely feel like sometimes I'm not doing that. Yeah, for sure. But there's a lot of cool things that I would want to do in life. And before streaming, I was working on becoming a quant analyst. I'm not saying that was my dream job. It's just what I was working on before I was working on streaming. And chess is not something that I ever thought I would return to in life. Like, after I basically stopped playing when I was 17. Like, I played occasionally while I was in university as part of the university team, just because it was just, like, you know, good for credits. It was good to be on a team at school, and it was just good for all that kind of stuff. And I never really thought that I would end up becoming a streamer. It just sort of happened because of COVID. So yeah, I'm glad that a lot of people think chess is cool now, but it was completely not my intention. I didn't go through life with the intention of ever playing chess again. As a kid, I never planned on playing chess competitively past the age of 18. And I was pretty much on track to do that, and I'm now back on track to do that. So no more chess tournaments for me for a little bit. At least not classical. I wouldn't say chess makes me happy, but I would say that making other people smile or laugh or, like, sharing fun moments makes me happy. So yeah, I think what Smoothly is saying is very correct. If chess makes you happy, you gotta be pretty bad at it. Like, if you hear the interviews of the top chess players in the world, everybody is borderline psychotic. Like, everybody is literally just there like, I fucking hate my life. And I'm just like, yeah, dude. And, like, no one actually does. Well, like, okay, that's not true. Some people do at certain times. and it's literally just one of those games. So I just wouldn't think too much about it, but and I would not say like inherently playing the game makes me happy or anything like that. Danya was literally the only, okay, Danya was not the only exception, but Danya was one of the exceptions. Danya just really enjoyed the game 100% of the time, which is why it's so sad he's gone as well. Lost a really, really bright soul, for sure. Merry Christmas, Papa Botes. Love you guys too. Wish I was in LA this year. But thank you so much for hanging out, and thanks for being awesome. Huge shout out to Papa Botes and the Botes family as well. They're great. Next Christmas, yeah. Next Christmas for sure. Hey Rick20, thanks so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your second month. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I do think that balance is like the craziest thing in life to get to. So yeah. Hey Hoff, thanks so much for the tier 1 as well. Welcome back to your 67th month. Thank you. Hope everybody is of good health over in, or I guess on the West Coast side of things. My family was super skeptical of me streaming a lot earlier, but they get it now. Took a little work, but they really do get it now, and like I'm planning on with their help expanding into creating content in Chinese. So I'm really excited about that, but I'm not like, they like still all the time ask me when I'm going back to school, and I'm have to tell them like, hey mom, I don't think I'm ever going back to school, but that's all good. That's all good. They understand that now that I am financially stable, they're a lot more okay with it. But they didn't understand that for like 2.5 years. They were always like, oh, do you need money and stuff? I'm like, no, can I pay you to do my Chinese content, please? So, yeah. Yeah. Take 1 class a year. I used to. I actually was working on my like studies when I was streaming up until 2022. And I was like taking things online, taking courses online, and then I was like, this makes no sense. Like literally no sense for me to do, because my degree is so far from my life that having a double major in like econ and math literally does me nothing. It does me nothing other than like if I wanted to fully invest my own stocks, and I do that already. Like I don't need a degree to do that. Maybe I can make better educated thoughts about my investment. But anyways, like my point is, it just doesn't matter that much in my life. I fully agree too. But obviously I was doing my degree at a time when like I entered university in 2018 and COVID hit in 2020. I was doing my degree at a very unfortunate time. I would say if COVID had hit when I was in my 3rd year, I would have for sure finished it. But COVID hit in my like 2nd year, and I was just there like, well, I mean, there's still 2 years left, so I don't know where this is gonna go. And then I trudged along, finished 1 year, and then did not finish my 4th year. So it's just like, I don't know. If it was like 1 year later, I for sure would have finished my degree. If it was 1 year earlier, I would have never finished my degree, and I'm in, like right in the middle. Like I tried finishing my degree, probably wasted so much time trying to finish my degree, but it's like, it is what it is. It's all fine. Yeah. Well, it's something I never buy, even if I could afford it. So I used to think I would really, really, really want a Ferrari one day. Like, Ferrari is my beloved dream car. And as I got older, I realized I don't think I'm ever gonna buy myself a Ferrari. Just because, like, it is so impractical. I would much rather just rent a Ferrari in, like, the south of Italy, maybe for a week or something, but I think luxurious vehicles is like long gone out the window. Like long gone. Like ain't no way am I getting an impractical car. I would consider like a Lambo Urus or something. But the Formula, yeah, the upkeep is so dumb. Like just no way. Ain't no way am I going for a Ferrari ever. So yeah, that's one thing I always thought I would really, really, really want, and now I'm just like, nope, never mind. I didn't even have a like fancy car. I just had an old like 2015 Mercedes, and I got it broken one time, and like it was so expensive to get it fixed because I found out the hard way that most places that fix cars like this require some like specific parts, and then you gotta pay premium to get those parts. And I was just like, okay, you know what? In the future, I don't even have a car right now. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's like... Anyways, that's the one thing. I mean, can I, like, on paper afford to buy a Ferrari? Yes. But also, at the same time, I don't think I could afford it and pay for the upkeep and pay for, especially in a city like Toronto, where you have to also get another car because you can't drive in a winter unless you want to pay, like, literally probably $1 million a year to keep it, like, nice. So, ain't no way! Will Ferrari fit my P.O. box? Yeah. I would love to see that happen. Yeah, Germany, I'm sure you get nice parts. But why would I ever do that, literally? Why would I ever do that? Yeah. Like, on paper, I can purchase one. I could probably buy one. But I just don't think it makes any sense. Alright, sounds good. Have a great day. Enjoy. No, it's definitely one of those things that I'm just like... Yeah, exactly. For this price, I would just much rather spend it on something else. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Jay Leno is. This is somebody I should know. There's nothing that money can buy for me that I want. I'm sorry. Like, there is just nothing. Hey, Ray Blanco. I think about this all the time. If I could be made happier by, like, just buying something, my life would be so different. You know what? I say that, but there is something that money can buy. Money can buy me a lot of therapy. There's a very specific type of therapy I want to do called hypnotherapy, and the top person in this field charges $25,000 an hour for it. He has other people who work under him that charge like $1,000 an hour. So like, but this is like the top of his field. So if I ever became like a millionaire, that's what I would probably spend money on. Would probably be to get hypnotherapy. Hey, J Peace. Hello, hello. It's very different from hypnotism. It's like it's a very, very specific type of therapy. Basically, like, fixes, well, like, really, really, really goes in depth for traumas and stuff like that, right? But that's why I would only do it with, like, the people at the very top. I don't doubt that you've done hypnotherapy. I just don't think that you probably did it with, like, the top of their field. Yeah, there's a lot of other things I can do. I took ketamine therapy this year, which was pretty helpful. I've done like everything between CBT to group CBT to DBT to just a million things. So that's probably the one thing that money could buy. But yeah, I mean, it's not anything physical, you know? So just grab a shaman and do ayahuasca. That's funny. So yeah. Money is definitely not the end-all be-all. No. But having money can definitely help with things like therapy. Ketamine therapy is doing basically therapy, very specifically psychotherapy, under the influence of light dosage of ketamine. So, yeah. Right now, if I could get the value in gold or money, I would take it in gold because gold has been going up. This is not legal financial advice, but that's what I would do, so. Yes. Surrounded by kittens! That would be so cute, actually. That would actually be so cute. Yo, Joffrey, thank you so much for the tier 2. Welcome back to your 60th month. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you've been doing well. Haven't seen you in a little while, so hope you're doing really, really, really well. Yeah, silver is also paying off, all that stuff. Silver's been on the run, for sure. My favorite place to visit in the world is Paris. I love Paris. But yeah, a lot of traveling coming up in 2026, which I'm hyped about. And then hopefully there will be a lot more content as well, because we'll be doing IRL streams and all that stuff. Nice, Johnny. Congratulations to everybody who did well with gold and silver. No bronze, though. I don't know who Tony Robbins is, but I should probably look into that. Seems interesting. Seems really interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have Paris streams again. I have never heard of this guy. I'm not a huge fan of self-help books or like that type of stuff, but yeah. Yeah, I'm having a great Christmas. I hope you are. Hey Zuka, thanks so much for the 44th month. Perfect time for jokes. Thank you guys. We're doing the same thing as before, Joffrey. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll take it a little more seriously. But I appreciate it. It's the book that's helping you. It's true. It's true. Okay, some of these we can't do. Alright. My birthday is January 6th. Ah, what do you call a kick to the balls on Christmas? This one's for Joffrey. Nutcracker! Close. Good one, Coco. Good one. Alright, this one's a lot more appropriate. Why does Santa go down the chimney on Christmas Eve? Because it suits him. Suit? Like when you get yourself covered in soot? Thanks, Sergo. I don't know if it turned out that beautiful, but I'll take it. That one was just a little pun. I think they're great jokes. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Is Santa a flat earther? I doubt it. But alright. We're gonna play a little poker this fine Christmas Eve. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're coming over to Twitch. And as always, if you're watching on YouTube, you should always come over to Twitch so you can actually chat with our community. Merry Christmas to YouTube, and I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow. But yeah, come on over